I don't know that we have the headphones. I don't think about it. Yeah,
It just sounds so much more prestigious. It sounds great. It's so clear in my headphones. It's like
I think it'll be alright.
You can really hear your voice.
I know, that's what I really like about it, but it's alright. It's real life.
Hey man,
Yeah,
it is what it is. We rolling?
you say what?
It is what it is, man. We rolling though.
Is the camera on?
Yeah, they rolling. We
sure?
on. Yeah, man. Teach is on, man.
Teach is on podcast, man.
Teach is on, motherfucker. God damn it, episode 2. Young D.R. Watson, man. In here with my boy Jordan.
Yep, Zach Jordan in the cut.
You dig?
With my boy DR, the young DR, the young DR, DR15.
The young DR, Triple D, young DR Watson, man, Triple D Williams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Girl side 6'5".
Nah, 7'5".
7'5".
All day, 7 down 5 up.
My girlfriend 6'5".
DR 15, man. Yeah. Goddamn, you know, what's today's date?
What's today?
July 19th.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Time flying.
That shit flew by me. I was like, damn, that shit didn't sound right. I say July 19th. Whoa.
Hold on. Yeah.
What's up?
It's month 7, bro.
Yeah.
2019 went by fast.
It's 2019, bro.
That's what I'm saying. 2019 going by fast.
Yeah, you said 2017.
No, I said 19.
You said 17. We got you on tape.
Nah, bro. I thought I said.
That's how fast shit going by.
Shit, cause hey, if you ain't preparing for next year, bro, you behind.
Hey, nah, for real. That's how I gotta go.
Like
shit.
that's
you
how I move.
Be,
that's how I've been.
That's how you project yourself. You gotta, yeah, straight up.
Maybe because we getting older and maturing a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I know I'm not. I'm still childish, but like
all of us. I know me for sure.
For real. But like I realized I was like, dang, I'm actually preparing for. I think this is like the first year where I know for sure I'm preparing for like the next year.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing stuff that's gonna be seen next year.
Right.
Whether than like people just looking for a quick return, like a quick little flip. I'm preparing for next year, 2, 3 years, 4 or 5 years ahead of time.
Right.
And so that's how you gotta move.
Yeah.
We on that balance.
I swear, fool. Nah, for real. Cause like
we on that.
I've been on that shit. I've been on the same shit. Like at least project, like you say, like the next year or so, at least year or two. You know what I'm saying? You kind of, cause that's how that shit go, fool. It's like bringing shit into, you know what I'm saying, bringing that shit into fruition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Manifesting. It's like you gotta see it and make that shit happen, move on it. I put it into perspective. It's like when I just said projection. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're making that projection of where you want to be, and it's like you follow those footsteps. It's like you laying those bricks out in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Laying that road, laying that foundation, and you walk that path. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at that shit. But
exactly,
you know,
how it is.
Yeah, man.
But how you been? How was since the last episode that we dropped? How's it been?
I've been great, bro. Shit been looking up. You know what I'm saying? Shit been looking real up.
As in like what?
Everything, bro. I feel like mentally, spiritually, physically.
That's all I'm saying. Amen.
I don't know about emotionally. I got in my feelings yesterday about some shit. I ain't gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get that deep on it. We might. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? We probably go off into it.
Think I can guess what it is?
You probably will. We ain't gonna talk about it. We probably will. But everything goes straight, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna talk about it when they be talking about it. I got something.
Hey, when it come up.
Look, what's that? Mercury retrograde?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
What's up? About some Mercury, about some shit back into your life. It'll about some past situation back up.
Not me.
But you the.
Not me.
Nah.
Nah. If anything come back up, it will be something. It'll probably be something like that I didn't take care of.
Right. Yeah.
As far as like me mentally, or situations like that. But I would say I'm trying my best to like try to get ahead of that now.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying my best to get ahead of it. Like any like issues that I might have had, I don't have issues with people like that. But mine is more so like probably like family stuff.
Right.
Like just issues like with my mama and stuff like that. And there's nothing bad or nothing like that. But it's just like, you know, just getting at it, being proactive instead of reactive.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Because every time that's why I always get in trouble a lot. Like not trouble, but like anytime it's like something bad or I go crazy, I go a little off, it's because I'm reacting to something instead of like being proactive and taking care of that business ahead of time. Like just nipping it in the bud in the beginning. Don't let that hostility just raise up or whatever because it could be something small. It could be so small, bro. Yeah. But we'll let that anger build up instead of just discussing it in the very beginning.
Right.
And it could have just been nipped in the bud, and y'all could have just handled that situation.
Move up to the mic a little bit more.
This better?
Can you scoot that hell up, or is it too close?
This better right here?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this better.
Yeah, you can
I like it like that. This damn thing just in my face. Okay, that's better.
Alright, bet.
But
yeah, for sure though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that'd be good though. And it's like I was telling you when we was talking about it, Mercury retrograde, it'll bring like you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if not a past situation, at least giving you an opportunity to kind of go back and, you know what I'm saying, kind of settle like maybe some other issues that might have been, you know what I'm saying, unresolved in the past. You know what I'm saying? It'll kind of, you know what I'm saying, provide an opportunity for that. And I've been saying this shit myself. Like I was saying, like me and you, the fact that we even started this podcast, being that was something that we've been talking about, you know what I'm saying, for a while. You know what I'm saying? About that shit into our lives. Just dropped it right into our lap. Now we here. You know what I'm saying? On some shit. We put this shit together in like what?
You did that like quick.
A few days.
We talked about it last time. I said you hit me up. You know me.
That was like a Thursday, a couple of weeks ago.
Cause I know how you is. I know you'll overthink it. I ain't got time for that. I'm ready to go.
Hey,
it's go mode.
And shit.
Hey, life too short, bro. It's always go mode for me, bro.
Yeah.
For all of us, really.
Definitely, nigga.
You just gotta do it, especially if it's something good.
Let's get it.
If you do something good, helping people, shit. Right. What the fuck are you gonna wait for? Yeah, you can only plan and execute for so long.
Yeah.
Like, for the most part, just start. Hey, wherever you at, just start.
Yeah.
Then you'll figure out.
Planning good though, you know.
No, planning, bro. Planning, strategizing
over
is good.
Plan. That's something I struggle with. Nigga, you know, like you say, shit. You know me. I overthink myself into not doing some shit.
I just been say.
So I don't know what to do it no more. Like, it's not ready. It's not time. It's like shit.
That's like that. I don't know what type of spirit you would say that is, but like you really. A lot of people go through that in their life, bro. Like, a lot of people want to do stuff. Like, I'll talk to people all the time, and I don't know why people be reaching out to me. I don't know why, but like I'll just be talking to them. Like, I won't even know them like that. Yeah. And it's more so just people just like it's really procrastination.
Yeah.
But it's also a certain part of it is being afraid. I think too though. Like being it sounds so simple, but it's like just being afraid to fail and just being afraid to just put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Yeah. Like this, what we doing right here. This is new to us. Like
kind of, sort of.
Well, we do this all the time.
Yeah,
like we talk all the time.
Yeah.
Well, not for you. Like it's more easy for you, but like for me, this is new to me. Like I don't know how to do this. Like I don't know the right terms supposed to say, but it's no right way to do anything really.
Right.
Unless it's like whatever, but.
What's the name of the podcast name?
To each his own.
God damn it.
With an exclamation mark on its own, goddamn.
It's own, goddamn.
I like that name. I really like that name, bro.
Fire, nigga. We need a fire emoji at the end of that. Set that bitch out. A lightning strike, nigga. It's on, nigga.
It's on.
Yeah,
I really like the name of that podcast, though, because it's just like, what we trying to do here, bro, we not trying to force no opinion on nobody.
Right.
Like, if it do come off like we force an opinion, it's just because that's just coming from the strength and the heart of it and just believing in what we really speak on. But I'm not trying to force no view on nobody. Like
at all.
I would wish you would see it. It's more so just opening up your mind.
Just provide the information.
Provide you the information. Like, hey, this is what it is. You either can take it or leave it.
Right, and it's healthy. You know what I'm saying? Healthy debates. You know what I'm saying? Just a bouncing of ideas between, you know what I'm saying, back and forth between individuals. You know what I'm saying? Me and you might not. Like even on here, me and you might not agree on everything. Shit, you know, it's like shit. We're here to talk about it.
Yeah.
So it's like but let's talk about the title though. Wait, let me see what you get out of it, fool. Because I sent you about like with like 10 different titles. I know. I was just coming up with shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, if we you talking about speaking on just the name
and
yeah.
And I thought about like that was one idea, like to each his own, like the actual saying.
Yeah.
That's what came to mind because, you know, that's something that we was saying, like, you know what I'm saying, the day that we was in here talking about it.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of like a reoccurring theme, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying, as far as like, you know what I'm saying, perception.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, everybody gonna have their own perception. So it's like to each his own.
And I really like that because
it's like I ended up flipping it. I was like when that shit came to mind, I was like you know, I'm a rapper, so it's like that shit happened to me. It's just my brain work like that.
I'm so damn dumb. you made me reevaluate it. I was like, bro, because you always hear people say, hey, to each his own. Yeah. But I was like, damn, is it to each his own or its own?
Yeah.
To each its own, like to each his own.
Right.
So the way I'm saying, maybe because I'm so country, I realized that on the first podcast too, bro. I was like, damn, I'm country as hell, bro. Like,
hey, bro, that's how I lose.
I'm country as hell.
Yeah, it's Texas, thing.
For real, I guess that's how it is. I can switch it up, but
we
out here kicking it. But to each his own. I really just look at that as more so just like like we all not gonna agree on just everything, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like for the most part, we're not gonna, for the most type of discussions, topics, whatever trending topics we talking about, history, whatever, we not gonna all agree, bro.
Yeah.
But it's just more so just like to each his own. Like say how you feel, say I respect how you feel. Or even if I don't respect the way you coming about it,
yeah, man.
Just be respectful in the way of like just listening to each other and just having like healthy discussions. That's really just the main part about it, and so that's what we're here to provide. But I think the world would be way better if that's how every society start moving like that. Like just respect somebody's opinion, listen to it, evaluate the information, provide yours, and that's when you find that middle ground.
All right,
and you can start. Because the main thing, what I'm really trying to do, bro, and what we really trying to do, we're trying to find solutions. Like, I'm not about complaining about the problem. I'm not finna do that. We're trying to find solutions, bro. Or at least try to open other people's minds to help find ways to just make us just a better people. That's all.
For sure. Nah, nigga, I can't. Shit, you hit the nail on the head. I don't even think I can say it too much better. As far as like that.
I thought deep on it too.
Nah, for real. Nah, you pretty much covered it as far as that actual. You know what I'm saying? What is them called? That's a literary term. Them sayings. Hold on. We might pause this because I gotta take some time to think about it. Cause
I ain't gonna lie, these headphones is kind of.
Bro, them hoes trash.
Can I just keep them off?
If anybody got some headphones that they want to donate to the podcast, be sure to you know what I'm saying, hit us up. We will be very open to accepting them.
I need like 3,
we might throw you
more.
Some, you know what I'm saying, but we'll be very appreciative if y'all would donate some headphones because we in dire need of some.
I like them too because they got the black and red, but
cause these hoes Jordan got over here. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm gonna get some new ones. We gonna get some new ones.
Damn, bro, headphones.
Yeah, headphones.
I got the headphones and shit.
Hold on. No. I like the headphones on, but I'm so damn deaf.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey, we might interrupt this bitch. Go get some.
Yeah, we might interrupt and get back to it. Oh, there you go.
Go get some. If bro come at the meeting, we might get the bitches we had.
Okay, it's good. Hold on. Okay. But we'll bring back. But wait, what you saying now?
What else? I was trying to think of the literary term, bro. What's that shit called? Idiom. That's what they call like certain like sayings and shit. But I think that's what that is, an idiom.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could have worded it too much better. Mm-hmm. As far as the actual title though, like I say, I flipped it and I turned it into like, you know what I'm saying, I was like, okay, to each his own. And it's like it just hit me, bro. It was like, okay. I'm like, damn, like to each, nigga. It's like it's on, nigga. Like I don't know, that shit just came to heart. Like, yeah, that shit fire, nigga. Cause it's like you gotta think, like, you know what I'm saying, like you say with, you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. To each his own. Everybody gonna have their own, you know what I'm saying, perspective and their own perceptions. That's, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, okay, being that this is a podcast and that's what we here doing, it's like, okay, you getting, it's one each because it's two of us. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, one perspective each. But it's like you gotta think. It's like, okay, it's going out to each person that's receiving it.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, straight like that. And like it's like it's I don't know. I feel like it's so many meanings behind that shit.
It really
so many ways we can flip that shit.
That was the main thing I wanted to do too. I wanted, like, you a beast and just not damn getting all the names and shit. Like,
and to each person, like that go for all of y'all as well. It's like, you know what I'm saying. Anybody who got their own, you know what I'm saying, thing going, it's like to each one of y'all, like let it be on, straight up. That's what we on.
That's a fact.
2019, man, this is a year of transformation, bro. Yep. You know what I'm saying. Like 2020 is gonna be a lot of major changes we gonna see, bro.
That's one thing I want to.
I just want everybody to move into they, you know what I'm saying, they shit. You
that's
know what
what
I'm
I want to touch on.
Shit.
That's one of the things I want to touch on. We can get into it now if you want to. Like, how you think society is gonna move towards in 2020? Like, what's gonna be?
Man, you see they introducing aliens and all this shit. Motherfuckers trying to storm Area 51 and shit.
Bro, they doing that shit for a reason, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, at all the times, first of all, it's distractions, man.
Yeah.
Election year is coming up.
I wonder where that shit come from, bro. Like who idea was that?
It was some. You already know something.
I don't be looking into this shit. I just be hearing about it.
I saw it. It was some guy who literally did a Facebook group thing, because you know Facebook all got the group things they have, and you can just connect them to it and get added to it or whatever.
Yeah. And
it's like a little community, and he said that he did it as a joke. It was a joke, and it was just like,
nah, niggas like, nah, for real, let's do it.
And they like, nah. All it takes is just for somebody to just spark that plug. Hey, procrastination.
Niggas want to do
that. They've been waiting
anyway.
on it. They already been thinking about it. Like, bro, I want to know.
Area 51 forever. Niggas want to know what's inside that hoe. Like,
that's a fact.
What y'all hiding in here?
That's a fact, bro. And so they don't want to know what they're hiding in there, though. Like, do you really want to know what the government knows?
Hell yeah.
Alright. Hey, what Blueface say? Alright. Yeah, alright. Like, people we have to really ask ourselves, do we really want to know everything that the government knows?
Yes.
I'll tell you, I don't, bro. I'm too paranoid. I'm paranoid.
I'm with the shits. I'm with all that shit. What is it? What's up, man? Bro. What y'all got up here? People, I mean, how bad can it be, bro? Like,
people panic, bro. Instagram go down for a day, they panic.
Man.
Twitter go down for a day, they panic.
Not you though. You'll be alright.
Oh, I don't care about that.
But that's people though. Like, you talking about you scared for like the general public?
Yeah, it's just the general like
how it's gonna affect us. Like,
because a lot of people are sheep. Right. I think a lot of people are sheep. They followers.
A lot of people into
a lot of people are sheep. They followers like they just do what they like. We was talking about the last time how you talking about like grandpa. They watch the news and they be like, oh, you gotta watch this. You have to do this. Yep. And so. With us going to 2020, all of a sudden you got the whole Area 51. This is weird, bro. You have the military literally telling people, hey, y'all niggas better not pull up at Area 51, bro. We gonna watch y'all, basically.
Hey, nah, straight up. And I was saying that shit too. I was saying that shit too when I first seen that shit. I'm like, bro, that's not something y'all want to do.
You don't want to.
Chill.
Bro.
Chill on there, bro. Y'all don't, nigga, y'all think y'all can invade that whole nigga. Nah, y'all still put on that shit.
And I'm sorry,
going down, nigga.
And I'm sorry, it's a whole bunch of white people. It's a whole bunch of white people basically doing it. It's a whole bunch of white people doing it.
Right? Oh, you know it.
I done seen white people do their little riding that they do. They be coming with like wood forks and pitches and stuff. Like, bro, you better go in there wearing a nuclear suit and a vest, and you better really be like,
man.
You playing with the government, bro.
You can do.
You playing with air. That's on a whole nother level.
You better devise a master. I'm saying, I'm like, y'all better have a master plan. Nigga, devise.
Stormy. It's gonna be a storm, goddamn. You gonna storm bullets.
You talking about
and smoke bombs
rain
and
down.
I don't know what they gonna. Come on, man.
Nah, nigga, straight up.
They dealing with some Area 51 or whatever, and we know whatever we know about. They done with that already.
Right. Hell yeah.
They done with Area 51.
Been past that
shit probably just a damn stock room.
Right.
That motherfucker just a stock room full of metal or some shit. Or they just that's like the facade. That's the facade that they just say, hey, Area 51 is the alien area. Yeah, it used to be in the damn 1980s or some shit. Right. It's 2019. Niggas have trap houses and move their trap.
They shit on the ground now.
That's what I'm saying.
You ain't even gonna find.
Niggas have trap houses and they move their trap houses around.
Right.
You think the government? The government that dumb so they just gonna keep their most secretive thing in one area that everybody knows about called Area 51?
Because to keep it 100, niggas probably would have been done devised the plan to try to invade that hell and some shit.
Come on, man.
Yeah, for real.
Somebody people that tried it already. Come on. They're not that dumb. And so, leave that alone, people. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, y'all don't want them problems, man. Leave them government.
I don't want to see it happen, but I will. I know somebody stupid going to do something dumb, man.
Niggas are doing shit all the time. I heard there's some shit behind Mount Rushmore that got, like, secret, like, government
I'm sure
documents and shit about the country and whatnot, that type of shit. Like,
what documents?
I don't know. I heard some shit in there though. I don't know though. That's just that's speculation.
Like, are you sure that you? Like, you know how the president gets advised every morning he wakes up? They say Trump don't. I don't know what the hell he getting advised about.
Yeah, you do.
And they let them know about some of the biggest threats and stuff that are going on. Like, hey, got this here. So they want potential attack. This happened over here in this area.
Yeah.
Would you really want that?
Want what?
To know all that information.
I don't care.
You don't care?
I care about aliens though. That's why I was like, I'm with the Area 51 shit. Like, I'd be interested in that.
Why are you so intrigued with aliens? I'm intrigued with it.
I always been intrigued with aliens. Like, I did a project, like, I was in tag in elementary school. Like, I did, like, my tag project in 4th grade on aliens. Nah, that was 6th grade. I did that shit on UFOs and shit.
You probably had some lame-ass teacher talking about...
Nah, hell nah. Miss Hoker was cool as hell. Shout out to Miss Hoker.
Okay, cool. I'm glad she's cool. You know how some teachers
I come from Miss Hoker, man.
Yeah.
Nah, she was cool, though. She fuck with it.
But
shit, yeah, man, because I don't know, man, we talked about this shit last time, bro. I always just been into, like, you know what I'm saying, just esoteric type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was that nigga that grew up on anime, you know what I'm saying, all this type of shit. So I always felt like it was just more out there, bro. Like, I didn't feel like we was the only ones here, like, you know, I feel like I'm an alien, for one. So shit.
I mean, we are.
Yeah.
Think about when people go to like the forest and they discover some new animals that we didn't know about.
Exactly.
Them niggas probably looking at us like
this shit here that we don't know about. Like species here we don't know about.
The ocean. We don't know about the ocean.
Facts.
We know nothing, bro. It's stuff literally in the deep ocean, like the where it's dark.
Facts.
We know nothing about. Nothing. Those are literally aliens.
Straight up. Nah, for real. Definitely. And a lot of this shit probably coming out the water. Like coming out like up into out of the water. Like
because
the
we
water's
don't really
below,
know what's deep down in the middle of Earth.
Until then, making its way here. Nah, straight up.
You got stuff falling from the sky all the time. You got asteroids that's little small pieces falling out.
And I'm glad we're getting off into this, bro, because like this is a correlation that I made like a few years ago. Like space is really like the ocean. Like it's like the depths of the ocean. Like as above, so below. You ever heard that saying?
Yeah.
It's like the law of correspondence. It's as above, so below. Like the depths of like the ocean is basically the same as outer space. Like that's why I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I feel like space might be like, you know what I'm saying, like a certain type of fluid or waters or something like that.
Because it's difficult for us to just travel through there anyway. It's the same way
I feel
with
like
the
it's
ocean.
like really like a dense type of.
It's the same way with the ocean, is it?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
We only can go so
like
far.
Like the deeper you
down.
go,
Down below, we can only go so. Shout out to Roddy.
Shout out to Roddy Rich, man.
That shit hard, but like we can only go so far down in the ocean.
Yeah,
we can't go that damn. We can go a long ways, or whatever. But until like if we go so far,
yeah,
them little tanks they have, that shit will literally crush itself.
Yeah.
Like because of the pressure, and that's why it's dense or whatever.
That's why they model like certain aircrafts after like. You know what I'm saying? Like submarines and like shit like that. Like if you look at a spaceship, it looks like a submarine. Or it looks like a rocket or something. Or if you look at an airplane, it looks like something, you know what I'm saying?
It is.
And those be like modeled after animals. You know what I'm saying? Like a plane look like a bird.
It's like a bird.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
Or like a underwater animal or something, like a shark or something. A submarine looks like a, you know what I'm saying, like a fish or something.
That's literally like, that seems like the higher being or powers or whatever, like like godly forms of God, whatever. Yeah. Like they literally probably you think they put those type of animals there for us to like literally mimic. Like just think about that.
I mean, you can look at it
if we never knew, if a bird didn't ever exist, would we know to make a plane with wings like that?
I don't think so.
We wouldn't.
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
Straight like even the way how sea animals are built and they'll make them like shape like how you said submarines built like an animal, whatever. Just imagine like if a whale wasn't built the way it was, or they didn't exist, or we didn't know.
We wouldn't have that model. That
you wouldn't even have that. Wow.
And like look at like insects. You gotta think, what are insects? Those are like insects are kind of like bugs. Like you know how the military use bugs like to like plant shit like receptors and shit like that. You gotta think that's the role that
dolphins and shit like that.
Well, that's some other shit. That's like you can because you know what I'm saying, they use sonar and shit. That's where they got that from. You know what I'm saying, understanding dolphins and shit. But like as far as insects, like you gotta think what is the role they play. Like insects are kind of like they kind of like can send signals back and forth between each other. Like ants, that's how ants, you know what I'm saying, like as a colony they be like real, you know what I'm saying, closely knitted. They kind of like can like send messages back and forth between each other like that. You gotta think insects got antennas. Look, I got my antennas on today.
Nigga got,
I got my antennas on today.
Two braids popping up.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And like what I was saying, like you gotta think that's how they operate. That's where like the military got that model from. Like you know what I'm saying. That's why they call them shits bugs. You know what I'm saying? It's like as far as like you know what I'm saying, receptors.
Back and forth. That makes sense. Damn.
Yeah,
shit,
straight up. And drones and shit, like all that shit. You know what I'm saying? They be using. It's like. Man, the military got like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's like this shit. They got some shit that look like probably like flies and little shit that they have to use to spy on people.
I've had like
You'll think that's a fly. That's a damn intelligence agent.
They have some crazy weapons, bro.
You already know.
They have some crazy weapons, like.
Nah, for real.
I've had certain conversations with certain guys who are like higher up in the ranks in military or like really CIA low key too though.
Yeah.
And probably like with internships and then just like certain networking events I went to.
Yeah.
And like they basically gave me hints like they have devices like that.
Yeah.
Like even like when they would go to these other countries. Like I was talking to this one guy that was just talking about when they would go to these other countries and stuff.
Yeah.
When he worked with one of the president administrations, like Barack Obama administrations before or something like that. And he just kind of like, he was just telling me as far as just like the protocol that they have to go through and like being spied on, like how they have like in their room, like how you go in they basically doing it now. Like our iPhone, they can literally tap into our iPhones now and listen to our conversation. They can we got screen record on our phones. They can screen record our phones from where
they been doing that shit.
Like, come on, like I get kind of creeped out too when I look at my phone sometimes too. I be like, bro, they probably seeing.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
They see everything I'm doing on my phone right now. So that shit, they just always it's real high advanced stuff going on, bro. And it's just all to keep that keep the US at the top, and then every other country doing the same thing. They want to keep themselves at the top. Mm-hmm. So,
and moving forward. I guess backtracking to move forward, but going back to what you were saying, going off into 2020.
Yeah.
As far as what we, you know what I'm saying, preparing for, what we getting ready to see. Yeah, we getting ready to see a lot of that as far as like advances in technology. Yeah. Like with this introduction, you know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about this shit last time, like the introduction of 5G and all this type of shit.
Slow down, man. It's a video. It's a video that I wanted to add it to just so they could see it too. It's a guy, I forgot what country it was in. Because they putting up these like Wi-Fi connector things in neighborhoods now. I don't know if they're doing them in Texas yet, but in certain places like how you can just randomly just walk outside and there'll be Wi-Fi connection. It's to help your phone have better connection and stuff. And the guy was saying that he was accusing, making accusations that it was 5G. It was a 5G satellite pole like right in front of his house.
Yeah. And
it was a tree. And you can see the tree was dead on the left side where the so-called 5G connector thing was, and on the right side the tree was like it was green and how it was supposed to be. Like I'm gonna show you. I gotta show you the video of it. It's like it's on my phone.
Hold on.
But I have to show you the video of it. Man, I wish I could find a video of it. But it's insane, bro. What's the page? Yeah. Man, I can't remember that page.
It's crazy. I just seen some shit on Instagram today.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. I think Say Cheese might have posted it. It was talking about some shit. I think Elon Musk had presented some shit about like a certain implant that you can implant into your brain.
Yeah, they said it's ready. They said that it's ready or something.
You're gonna be able to control shit. I guess like technology, like your phone or whatever. I guess I can't remember, but it was some shit
through
like
your mind or something, right?
Yeah, I guess I can't.
You don't want to do that. Black Mirror.
Yeah, like
all you have to do is watch
Black. That's not the business.
All you have to do is watch
bro.
Black Mirror, and they literally are showing you what's going to happen.
I ain't never even seen that shit.
You never watched Black Mirror?
But I know they be dropping gems on that hoe because I be hearing people talk about it.
Just go home, watch Black Mirror. You're gonna be fucked
I be hearing like a lot of the like.
You're gonna have to take a break
episodes people be talking about. I'll be like, yeah, man, because I already be knowing like.
And it's always something dealing with technology, and we just want to make things more accessible, easier, and because we so damn antisocial too. Yeah. Everybody antisocial, don't know how to communicate and talk to people, so it's always one of those type of barriers. That they use to, and it's always something that people are inserting in the side of their head, and they'll push it inside their head. Then they take them into some whole other artificial dimension, but it's still real at the same time. Look at this. Open your phone. Hey, went dead. But that's a video. Look at it right here. This picture, this video right here, is this what 5G does? And you can listen to the guy talking, but he just finna show like the lamp post or whatever that has the Wi-Fi connector.
Yeah. All the bark's falling off. All on the left hand side.
That's crazy.
Look on the left hand side of that tree. Look on the right hand side.
Yeah, because this shit not nature friendly.
It's not.
Because it's not natural.
It's not natural. You put
literally
waves in the air, it's fucking up they shit.
Look at the green bushes, yeah. Very nice.
Because trees are like towers they damn self.
Yeah.
So it's like you putting something else here, and it's like
world,
it's like interfering with like you know what I'm saying.
That's crazy, man.
The signal that they giving out.
So how is that affecting? And we talked about that last time though, but like that's affecting people's minds, man. I'm telling you, there's literally no way to get away from it. You're gonna have to go buy your own little island and go live on there.
Yeah.
Which is what I want to do one day.
Yeah, God willing. Nah, this shit crazy.
Yeah, that's it right there though. That's insane.
Let me look at this shit. What this nigga Elon Musk trying to do over here, man.
Elon Musk, he warned. Did you know that he warned the Obama administration that they needed about AI and how they need to slow it down and like be more aware of it. But you know what it is, bro? These politicians are ignorant when it comes to this technology. They don't know what it is. These are people who are 60 years old and older, and they don't know anything about technology.
Bro, this shit says Tesla CEO Elon Musk is developing a Bluetooth-enabled brain implant, which will require a 2mm drill to your skull so you can access Bluetooth and apps from your brain.
Go fucking watch Black Mirror, bro. That's literally exactly what the fuck they doing.
Hold on. First of all, how the hell you gonna access Bluetooth and apps from your brain?
They're going to do it.
It's gonna be like a mental projection, or are you just gonna be able
you're gonna push a freaking button that's gonna send some type of shock waves through your brain and put you into like some sleep mode thing, and then you in the dimension.
Y'all can do that shit if y'all want to. I'm good on it.
It's for antisocial weirdos. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bots. That's what y'all becoming.
Like I was talking about Instagram.
Because a lot of people, like you were saying, like a lot of people is like that anyway. So it's like shit. You're just gonna be, you know what I'm saying, pretty much following into the path that you know.
Why are people so afraid of real life?
It ain't for to each his own.
Fuck this shit, bro. I'm sorry. I'm getting mad, bro. Because we know what the hell is gonna happen. Like these movies are showing you, hey, you guys are gonna let technology get too bad, and y'all not gonna have control of it, and it's gonna kill y'all.
But
like we are literally afraid of real life.
Like, that's what they want, bro. It's like I guess that's what we coming upon. It's the age of Aquarius, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're moving into. It's like shit finna be. Like we might have talked about this in the past sometimes. Like we moving into like, you know what I'm saying, virtual reality sometime soon, to where it's like, yeah, it's gonna be like that. You're gonna be able to like just enter like an artificial type of universe.
Talking to a person in real life is probably gonna be damn near obsolete. Like it's gonna be weird. People are gonna look at you crazy.
I mean,
it's getting like that already.
Yeah.
Go out and try to just talk to a stranger. Shit, sometimes we'll look at them crazy, like, bro, what you trying to do to me, bro? You trying to ride me, bro?
Right.
People, bro, when somebody being like super nice to me out of nowhere sometimes.
Yeah, nigga, what's up with you?
That's because I'm so used to having that guard up. I'm like, hey, what's up with fam, bro? Like, why you? What you
want, bro?
You trying to finesse me out of something?
What you got up, dude?
Yeah, what you got going on?
Yeah.
And so, but that's because we've detached ourselves from real life. We on our phones all the time. We on social media. We on Instagram, and we don't even know how real life interactions are supposed to happen anymore.
I mean, it's kind of justified though, bro, because like we got that shit honest. Because I mean, everybody ain't gonna be your friend, you know.
Hold on, one of the phones stopped. I know for sure.
Man,
hold on.
How so? God damn it.
Real quick.
Episode 2, we still getting shit together. God damn it.
Yep, I knew it did. What the fuck?
Commercial. It did.
That's okay. Hold on. Or did you even start it?
Yeah, I started it.
Okay.
Commercial break. Yeah, man. Anybody got an iPhone 6 they want to donate, or any iPhone 6 or above that they want to donate? You know what I'm saying?
Have to use the front camera. Cause my shit stopped quoting in 4 minutes.
Why?
I have no idea, bro.
Yeah, man. Anybody got an iPhone 6 they want to donate?
You want to stop too?
Hell, Sway?
I swear to God on my life.
Bro, come on, man. I've been grinding all day. I'm trying to make better decisions. Jack will run up on me and I'm blessing. I'ma hit a nigga with the glizzy.
Yeah, that nigga was talking real spicy in the interview.
Trippin' still hold 50, and I ain't even now witness.
That nigga talking gangster in that motherfucker. I said, I gotta pause this motherfucker.
And everybody goddamn with you.
I said that nigga fed up. That nigga fed up. Don't let these niggas in the city goddamn get to you, nigga.
Nah, some real nigga shit though. I said that. I was like, I understand it though. Because like, you gotta think when you in a certain position, you know, shit.
Bro,
niggas,
imagine how much hate he got coming his way right now.
Exactly.
He the last nigga since DeRoe to really make it out the city.
Yep. Nah,
like, that's a lot of hate coming your way. But you gotta block that shit out because that'll literally bring you down, bro. That shit'll bring you all the way back down.
Yeah. Nah, for real. And shit, like you
like,
say, shit.
Not let niggas.
You gotta imagine when a nigga be just see you on social media, you see niggas probably making dry ass threats and shit. You know when niggas type of shit, you know niggas sneak this in you. They talk. Come on. It's like shit. I can imagine. It's like you
like nigga, you know.
Especially when you know it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Knowing you be like nigga, you know I apply pressure to your ass.
Like chill, bro.
You know I apply pressure to your ass if I wasn't in this position, nigga.
Yeah.
That shit hard to do though. We'll get on that later.
But, hey man, back at it one more time. Back at it again.
On my, what a nigga say?
Hey.
On my whipping again.
Yeah, man.
We back from
a little brief intermission, man.
A long brief intermission.
This technology should have fooled. Hey, that's I was telling Jordan, man. I was like, shit. We over here talking about this technology. That shit hurt us. It said, okay, that's how y'all feel. Okay, bet.
That shit definitely fucked that shit up, though.
Nah, for real. We got a tech, but you know what I'm saying. We got everything.
We got hacked.
You know what I'm saying.
Hacked that 100K. Hacked that 100K followers.
But shit, we back at it, man. We got everything straightened out. Hopefully we be alright this time.
Yeah.
But hell,
but shit, what we talking about? We was talking about cause I started going on that damn rant.
Talking about
talking about just real life. Like why we so afraid of real life? It seems like why is it that why are people even creating these things to take us farther away from real life, to detach us from real life and put us in these fake virtual worlds? Like why are we doing that? And why is it so appealing to us like that?
Because regular life sucks. It's boring.
Nah, it's not.
Yeah, you're right. But
this shit is dope.
For a lot of people, you know, I guess they can't do the shit what they want to do. Like, you gotta think with the introduction of like virtual reality and like certain things like that, it was just allow like, you know, more access to just do more shit, I guess, more freely. You might be able to do certain shit that you wouldn't be able to do in like, you know, this body, you know.
That means you don't need to be doing this shit. That's really what it means.
Necessarily though. Cause like I say all the time, I just want to fly.
I knew you was finna say that shit.
I just want to fly, bro. Cause I can't do that in this body, fool.
You can't do it. It's not no way. You don't need to. You don't need to be fucking flying. Sit your ass down and walk on the motherfucking ground, bro.
Nigga, that's that slave mentality.
You don't need what you need. Your body can't do it. You physically, it's not even possible. So that's not a slave mentality.
Nah, niggas be levitating.
Niggas ain't levitating, bro.
Niggas be levitating, bro.
What, walking on water?
Niggas do that too.
Niggas ain't walking on water, bro. That shit a myth.
Niggas was doing that shit on Naruto. You gotta
bro,
focus.
It's a
gotta focus the chakras to your feet.
Yeah, because the niggas anime characters.
Focus the chakras to your feet, so where you light.
Is there anybody in real life who really did it?
I don't know.
That shit fake.
Not that I know of. Nah, hey.
Do you think
you seen that video where that nigga sliding across that water? He coming across that slide. That nigga it's like a water slide.
Oh yeah, nigga just skin on top of the water.
That nigga slid clear across that water.
But water slides always do that though. Like you go to Hurricane Harbor and you go on them slides, man. You're gonna go on top of the water for a while, then you're gonna go down. I've done that before plenty of times. Like that motherfucker got you coming at a fast ass velocity or some speed, you gonna come at that motherfucker, you gonna sit on top, you gonna skid on top of that motherfucker, then you just gonna sink down. Just like skipping a rock or some shit.
Right.
But
exactly.
But what we was talking about, like as far as like real life, I think that's because I feel like people we're so afraid of dealing with the life that we have, that we've been chosen. Like people want to alter their lives, and like social media is a perfect example of like kind of being afraid of real life.
Yeah.
When people have to sign out of their Instagram and go to sleep and be in that darkness by themselves, bro, that scares them. Like it's real. Like you literally have your own. Imagine you have 1 million people following you on Instagram. You'll walk outside, don't nobody know you. It's girls and dudes who have 1 million followers on Instagram. They stay in some little apartment complex or wherever they stay in their little hometown or whatever.
Oh, your followers ain't even in your city.
They're not even in your city. And then if they even do see you, they probably don't even fuck with you like that.
Yeah.
They probably will be disappointed because it's just because it's like a false. You know, you're just showing pictures and you just showing your happy moments. Like that's why I said that's one thing I want to try too though. I want to start just showing like the bad, not bad times, but like the down times instead of just always showing when I'm successful
like
on social media.
Yeah.
Like show niggas when you kind of going through it. You know what I mean? Like let them know like, hey, I'm kind of struggling right now, but I'm working towards something, so it's gonna be on the come up.
Right.
But I just be feeling like people naturally know that, but they don't. Like people will see me back from school, they be like, bro, I see you doing your thing, bro. I'm like, nigga, doing what? Nigga, I'm not doing shit. But I actually am. I'm in the process of doing stuff, whatever. But like we was talking about last time, those highs and those lows. But you gotta show people that struggle, because if not, they'll really think that life is always supposed to be on the incline and everything's gonna always go good. But it's not like that.
Right.
Like. Right. That's why I say, we can't be afraid of real life, bro. You just gotta dive in this shit, just like learn how to swim. Nigga, you just gotta jump in the motherfucking pool. Like, stop being so fucking afraid of real life, bro. What the fuck you scared of? And I get it, it's certain bad things out there happening to people, but like we was talking about earlier, you gotta deal with it, bro. Because if not, that shit just hunt you forever. And this other thing that you think is gonna substitute for real life is not gonna work. Because that's gonna bring out other demons too. So. Thanks. We gotta, bro. Bro, life is fun, bro. It's a choice. You kind of have a choice at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
life is fun, bro.
Because the way I look at it is like I say, being that you know, you might be more, you know what I'm saying, accessible to do certain things through, I guess, technology and you know what I'm saying, these certain advances or whatever. I don't know. I guess it just makes shit more, like I say, just more accessible, more possible. I don't know, because you know we have certain limitations here, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the things that we limited to here aren't like real limitations. Like I guess like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you know, that like a lot of this shit, like I say, I don't know, I guess that's just me speaking for, like I say, me personally, because I always believe that, you know what I'm saying, in superhuman abilities and shit, you know what I'm saying, like I believe in magic, you know what I'm saying, that type of shit.
But we have to realize, I think that's like the human.
So I guess it's kind of like disappointing. I guess it's like disappointing not being able to do certain shit.
That's
so
human
like,
arrogance, though. I think
I don't know. Is it really though?
Yeah, it's like it's like a cow mad that he can't drive a car or some shit. Imagine a cow looking like, bro, why the fuck I can't fucking drive a car? Why can't I go in the kitchen?
Who says that cow can't drive a car though?
It might can if you train it somehow, but I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying?
It's like a cow being mad that he can't fly. You can't be. It's certain things that we can't do, but the human arrogance is no. We just gonna create it and we can do it.
Well, if that's the case, I fuck with it. I fuck with that arrogance, nigga. I ain't for no limitations. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, it's just natural. We're not superhuman like we really think we are. We just a part of the. We just a part of the cycle, bro.
I beg to
go watch Lion King. You gotta go watch Lion King though. See, that's what they got me on that circle of life.
Oh, what's up? Oh yeah.
That's what I was talking about Lion King. Like, I got a little trick I'm playing on people with the Lion King too though. I got people thinking it's a plot twist.
It's nature. Is it like different from the original Lion King in any way, or is it?
Hey, you gotta go see it for yourself, bro. Nah, it's the exact same shit.
Yeah.
It's Lion King is hilarious. I was in the movie watching it last night, and in the middle of the movie, I was like, bro, this is stupid. I said I literally got so excited to go watch a movie that I already seen already.
Yeah.
It's like them doing Friday again, but it's the exact Friday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, bro, what's the point of this?
With some different graphics.
It's not, they ain't doing a plot twist, then it come from a different narrative. But it's just, I think it's just people just reliving their past, and it kind of brought us back to that childhood memories, like the good times. Like, damn, I remember when I was a kid, and I was at my mama's house watching it, or I was a little bit kid. Yeah. You know what I mean, with my cousins or whatever.
Refreshing.
Yeah, it's just refreshing, whatever.
You know what I'm saying? And introducing it to
I was mad as hell at them little ass kids. I was mad at the people who brought their kids to the movies, though.
Wow.
Cause bro, fucking kids crying and shit in movies and shit. I'm like, my nigga, I'm trying to see my nigga Mufasa put in some work, bro. And like these goddamn kids crying and shit. Yeah, I'm like, bro, take your damn kids out of here. This is Lion King. They wasn't born during this time. This ain't for them. This ain't for them, bro. This for adults.
You probably cried the first time you seen that shit too.
I never cried watching Lion King. Never cried. I was sad and I was like, that's fucked up. The cartoon was more dramatic than the new one to me.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like the cartoon seemed so dramatic. This one, it was like, damn, he did kill Mufasa, but it wasn't as
you know
like.
Why? Because it was live. I mean, it was like, you know what I'm saying, live action. You know what I'm saying, that type of animation. Yeah. And with graphic animation.
It wasn't all the colors involved.
Yeah, you
and
can
like,
do more shit. It's more advanced. It gives more possibilities to really encompass the emotion behind it, and you know what I'm saying, what you're trying to, you know what I'm saying, what you're trying to display.
I guess so.
So it's going back to what we were saying earlier. It's like that's the reason behind that shit, bro. It's just opening them gates. Just open them gates, bro.
Y'all niggas keep opening them gates. Keep opening them gates, bro. It's gates that have been opened that have fucked some people up that we don't know about yet.
Yeah, of course.
So keep opening them gates up. It's gonna fuck the masses up.
Hey, you can't be scared though. You can't be scared.
No, it's not being scared. It's just like
okay,
I'm not gonna be the test dummy, so they gonna have test dummies out there to do it. That's what it is. I'm just like, hey, send some motherfuckers to go out there and test it. Yeah. How is it? Okay, it turned out bad. Okay, cool. It turned out good. All right, give me that shit. I'll fuck with it.
Yeah.
So we really the test dummies to this social media shit. We the test dummies to this new technology. It was never. It has
every generation be a test dummy to something
in some type of form.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but
Brian watched The Lion King till like I was like in high school. I just watched that bitch like a few years ago. Yeah.
Damn. Your ass was watching. What was your ass watching?
I think it was like 2014 when I seen that movie. Like maybe 2015 or something like that.
God damn.
So I seen that hoe kind of late.
Let me pull up this thing.
When I finally seen it though, I was like, damn, okay.
Nah, it got like a deeper meaning to it. Yeah, and I was kind of realizing that because it was talking about like the circle of life, and like literally, because he was like, I like the way they did it though. He was like, don't we eat the antelope, whatever those little deer looking things is? And he was like, yes, we do, but he was like, it's a circle of life thing. He was like, we'll eat them, and then they eat the grass, and he was like, when we die,
we return to the grass.
Yes,
fertilize.
We fertilize and nutritious grass. We turn to the grass. They eating the grass.
Yeah.
Then it's just that complete circle.
Yeah.
And so with his brother Scar was just acting
trying
like
to break that shit.
Break the whole fucking cycle. Wipe out
Scar is Satan, bro.
Yeah, that's what it's saying. Wipe out all natural resources, basically. Basically, what we doing today. Wiping out all natural resources. We taking out the oil out the ground.
Trying to just overthrow some shit.
We cutting out all the grass, fucking up all the oxygen, and we not allowing. Human beings are fucking up everything. That's basically we basically Scar and Lion King human beings, bro. We literally just wiping out and decimating.
Nah, if anything,
the entire thing. I'm telling you,
that's the government. The government is Scar.
I'm saying, yeah, the government. We the people.
We the pride. We the people.
We the people. We gotta fucking. You either gotta talk.
I'm saying the people who being oppressed.
Yeah, it's only so much.
You know what I'm saying,
it's either like rise up or just shut the fuck up and let shit keep happening. Bad, I guess.
Yeah.
But
yeah, man. Like I say, I ain't mad at it though, bro. Like I say, if this is what people gotta do, because honestly, fam, everybody, like you say, everybody not gonna. Well, I don't know if we said that, but everybody not gonna be able to just, you know what I'm saying, do certain shit. Like me, I don't consider myself one of them people. I'm not no nigga that's finna depend on technology to, you know what I'm saying, advance me. That's why I'm into my, you know what I'm saying, my spirituality like I am, because I'm trying to develop that shit for myself.
Yeah.
When I talk about building up my spaceship, that's what I'm talking about. It's basically like,
because you could check out if you want to. You could check out from the technology and all this if you really want to.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
You have a choice to tap into all of these things that they're giving us. You choose to do it. We choose to do it.
Yeah,
you can choose to just not.
The technology, like I say, it just makes it possible here. You know what I'm saying, on Earth. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's kind of like bringing that shit down here. And really, that's how we've been doing like this whole time. It's like everything that's been created, you know what I'm saying, came from somewhere. You gotta think that must have already existed for us to even came up with that idea. like I look at life as like one big video game, bro. Basically,
That's true.
like even with the introduction of virtual reality, well, like I say, well, I ain't gonna say the introduction, but because we ain't got to that point yet. I mean, we've had virtual reality on, you know what I'm saying, minor levels and shit, like as far as video games and shit. But I'm talking about as far as like actually stepping into another reality to where, you know what I'm saying, like you're gonna be able to like just do shit whatever you want to on your own wheel type shit. Like
Have you seen that?
Getting to that point.
Have you seen that movie Ready Player One?
Yeah, just like that.
That shit fire. That's a fire ass.
I mean,
movie.
I haven't seen it, but yeah.
Oh yeah, go watch the movie. It's basically like that.
But yeah, that's how I feel. Like I feel like we doing this shit. It's basically just recreating. You know what I'm saying? What we already doing, just on a smaller level. Just you know what I'm saying? Here, just bringing shit from I guess like the esoteric realm and just bringing it down here to where it's accessible to us, like on this earth plane, on this physical dimension.
Because, like we look at, I don't know if we talked about it last time, but how we look at ourselves like we so advanced, more advanced than any other human species that have came before us and all of that. But like, it's I believe from like research and stuff that there was already a super advanced humans before us already, but something happened.
That's what I believe.
Yeah, I mean it's been certain proofs.
What we say? They still ain't figured out how they built them damn pyramids.
That's what I'm saying. You still haven't figured out how they built the pyramids. No, nobody. Hey, people, no, nobody can pull those big ass blocks. It wasn't possible unless it was giants. Hey,
right, how they do that?
But and then also like how they knew about they find certain scriptures and like these different like sculptures and stuff that literally was drawing out our solar system and planets that you can't see from the natural naked eye. Right. And they didn't so-called, from what we know, they didn't have the technology then, but they obviously had something. It was knowledge. So it's really a complete circle, and I really think what it is on Earth, bro, it literally just keep rotating. Like we go all the way high up and it's super advanced. Something mysterious happens. Might be a big ass asteroid. They just hit us every 1,000 years. Yeah, you hit on. Bam, wipe us out. Then we start all the way over again. And I really feel like it's just us playing this game of trying to like, okay, when are y'all gonna figure out this Earth?
Yeah, you get it.
Hey, I don't know. That's just from a whole bunch of research I've been seeing, bro. Yeah, and just me watching a whole bunch of different shows and the way I think about it. Yeah, it's like a complete circle. And it's like,
I mean, we literally live in cycles, bro. Like I say, we just bringing shit from here down here, bro. Because you gotta think, we got cycles from like, okay, from the highest cycles being, I guess, what you would call, I guess, the greatest cycle that we know to man is what they call the great year, and that's basically like that's the what is the great year? I don't wanna give y'all no misinformation. I believe it's the. Cause I know it's one cycle where, you know, the sun it's the sun and, you know what I'm saying, the rotation of Sirius, you know what I'm saying, how they come around to each other each year. But I don't think that's the great year. I think a great year is like every 20-some thousand years. I think that's when like a new zodiac sign arises on the what you call it, the horizon. Yeah. At the spring equinox. Like I say earlier when I say we in the age of Aquarius. Yeah. That's because we're not necessarily in it yet because it's not to that point, but it'll probably be like the next maybe like 100 years or so when it's official. That's when Aquarius is gonna be rising on the horizon during the spring equinox. And that's how you determine what astrological age we in. We coming out of the age of Pisces. We've been in the age of Pisces for the last 2,000 years or so. And that's basically what that means is, you know what I'm saying, Pisces is the zodiac that's arising on the horizon during the spring equinox. Before that was the age of Aries, and before that was the age of Taurus, and so on. But it changes every like 20 I want to say like 27,000 years or so, something like that.
You're right on point, because what I'm looking at right now is I'm just reading that just so people will know. Say the time.
Oh yeah, we got Google.
Hey man, we got Google man here. Google man. Yeah. But it say the term "great year" has two major meanings. It is defined by scientific astronomy as the period of one complete cycle of the equinoxes around the ecliptic, whatever, or about 25,800 years. A more precise figure of 25,772 years is currently accepted. So, what the fuck does that mean? I don't know what the fuck do that mean.
What I just told you.
The same, like just the different.
It like a new Like, because the way we move, man, I don't want to get off in. I mean, I want to, but it's gonna be kind of difficult explaining that shit, breaking that shit down, because we got so many movements and shit going on. It's like when I be trying to break down astrology, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, all that shit. We got so many planetary movements and shit going on. It's gonna be kind of complex explaining this shit. But basically, it's when a new sign is arising on the damn, I keep forgetting the word. The horizon every on the spring equinox. Yeah. Because basically, you know, we got the same signs. You know what I'm saying, during the same time, every year basically. You know what I'm saying. We know every season is what March 21st through April whatever, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, we got Taurus season is from April 21st to May 20th or whatever. Then Gemini season. So basically, with the great year, it's kind of like shifting. Because it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's like the way we rotating, and you know what I'm saying, all these planetary movements and shit is kind of like it's constantly changing a little bit. It's kind of like offset. Same way with the wobble of the earth, with the you know what I'm saying, it's spinning on the axis. It's like our pole star changes every like 2,000 years or so. Like our current pole star now is Polaris. That's the North Pole star. You know what I'm saying, what they call the North Star. And basically, like, that changes every like 2,000 years, because it's basically just the star that the Earth is facing north, what it's pointing to, the North Pole. But like, that's the way that shit work. But like, what I was getting at is the way that shit work. Like, we'll have like certain movements and cycles. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, when it work down, what we got after that, I guess, you know what I'm saying, to what we know, the time that the earth revolves around the sun, which is what, 365 days. You know what I'm saying? After that is what we got months, which is the time that the moon takes to revolve around the earth. Okay. And after that, we got weeks, you know what I'm saying, which is 7 days. So forth and so forth.
That's how they break it down.
Right. And so forth and so forth. Then we got a day, which is 24 hours, which is the time that the earth takes to make a full, you know what I'm saying, rotation or whatever. After that, we got hours, minutes, and seconds. So basically, what I was getting at with that, you know what I'm saying, that's how that shit works. It's like we moving in cycles at the end of the day. That's the point I was trying to make. It's like we're moving in cycles at the end of the day. So I can't even remember what we was talking about. Why I started talking about that?
I forgot. I forgot.
Why we started talking about that? We was talking about cycles.
But I was. That's what I was talking about. I was talking about how like the human cycles, like as far as generations and how we evolve and get better.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the rise and the fall and all that shit.
Yeah, and so that's how it broke down into the different years and thousands, hundreds billion. I don't know how many years or whatever. But okay, so
so we basically living like that's what I was. Okay, that's the point I was making. We doing the same shit over and over again, bro. Yeah. And this, you know, what I'm saying,
we think we're doing something new though.
Yeah.
And we are, I guess.
Yeah, we might be, because we still moving through space at the end of the day. We moving through different locations of space, but it's like we like doing like the same cycles. Like it's like I mean, I guess take a rotation of this, you know what I'm saying, and just take this, like, you know, this is still doing this at the end of the day. It's still making the same rotations, but it's moving. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that.
So are we moving like farther off? Is the Earth like moving farther off into space, a different area of space, or is it still just staying in the same area?
I mean, the way they're trying to put it, I mean, you know, according to science, space is constantly expanding. The universe is constantly expanding, right?
How?
I mean, going out their theory, well, we're talking about the Big Bang, the Big Bang theory and whatnot. How, you know,
the black holes and shit.
Everything started from a singularity and then it exploded. You know what I'm saying? And from there, you had the creation of the universe, and everything just kept expanding, I guess. So that's how I look at it. It was like a black hole basically, because that's how I believe. Like that was kind of like the creation of the universe. I feel like, because you know, when like a black hole is like when something is getting, you know what I'm saying, something getting sucked into a black hole is going somewhere. So that's my theory personally, how I believe the universe, you know what I'm saying, or the universe as we know it started, or what they call the Big Bang theory. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it was kind of like the other end of a black hole, you know what I'm saying, getting sucked in, and then from like the other end, it like created a rip, you know what I'm saying, into this universe, and, you know what I'm saying, what we call the Big Bang now, you know what I'm saying, and from there, it's like that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, it was a burst, and like I guess like that shit like still expanding now, you know. So it's like
we don't know what the fuck we in, bro.
Yeah,
we don't know what the hell
not
we
really,
in.
not for sure. Anyway,
God damn, that should be. I don't know. This shit just blow my mind. So like, what do you think? Okay, a person who knows the information or just aware of the information. What do you even do with the? What do you do? What do you do with the information? Like, what do you do? How does that help you?
I don't know. What you want to do?
I don't know. I'm just wondering. Like,
or
is it just about just knowing the information, just being aware, like of just how life is? And
I mean, yeah, but you can apply it too, because like I'm
wondering, how do you apply that?
It depends on what you're trying to do. Like, I mean, I guess speaking for me personally, like I say, I want to fly, right? So for me to learn how to fly, I gotta learn how to activate.
I'm laughing, but niggas definitely gonna be flying one day somehow.
I gotta learn how to activate.
Nigga, just hop on a plane.
No, that's not me flying.
Hop on a Lear.
That's the plane flying.
All right.
You know, I probably will do that too. I might become a pilot. I might learn how to fly for real. Like start flying planes or some shit.
That's easy though. You definitely can do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I gotta go to school for that shit.
I think that's what's gonna make me get over my fear.
But nah, fuck that shit, because I seen some shit on Instagram the other day. They got flying suits, motherfuckers putting on suits.
Oh, you ain't never seen that? Yeah, you talking about flying? Niggas is already flying. Yeah.
Yeah, so
niggas already bro. White people do that shit all the time. Nigga jump.
But I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me personally. Like,
bro, they jump off the Grand Canyon. All you gotta do is get you the thing. You're flying. That's how it's gonna be flying.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that shit one day. I gotta do that shit before I leave here.
You gotta
but I'm talking about me as a person, like me personally, with no external attachments. None of that shit.
You
I'm trying to do that shit. Okay, maybe not here, but that's when that's yeah, on another realm maybe.
Cool.
So that's what I'm trying to learn how to do, right? And I'm trying to basically learn how to navigate through space. Is basically what I'm trying to do.
Like Elon Musk.
No.
They can't even figure it out.
I'm talking about like on a conscious level, like mentally, like you know what I'm saying, because like spiritually.
That's meditating though.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Like meditating, that sends you off into some. If you once you really master meditating.
Right. Yeah.
It's like a high. It's kind of like a highness.
Yeah, people can do that. Like it's called astral projection.
Yeah.
Like people like you ever heard about having an out of body experience? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like people do that shit.
Niggas
like they'll exit their bodies.
I had one time.
And like, have you really?
Yes, I told you. We talked about that. I told
you. You came out of your body.
Nah, I didn't come in my body, but I was very aware of like feeling. I was very aware of like that I'm here for a reason. I was just very aware, like a spiritual being, like that's kind of not exactly controlling me, but kind of guiding me and trying to like watching over me, kind of. Yeah. That's how I felt.
Okay.
And it just made me realize that like I have control of my life, but and I kind of don't also. Because life is just life.
That's my goal. I'm trying to have full control. So
you can't.
I don't believe that, bro.
You can't have full control.
Okay, you're right.
You can't have control.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't know when you're gonna die. You can't have full control of that.
I don't know.
You can't.
You do have control of when you die and when you don't. Because like taking care of yourself to a certain extent.
No, that you can do that all you want. Like nigga, you can walk around and eat the only healthy stuff. You can work out all the time, but like life just happens. So you really can't control that aspect of it.
Yeah, you're right. Because that's what I was getting at. Because we not fully in control because you are an entity yourself, but at the same time you are surrounded by something. If that makes sense. Like you are an entity that's like inside of something else with surroundings and you know what I'm saying, like other, you know what I'm saying, external forces basically.
And we just haven't
that's going to have an impact on you. That's just the laws of the world. That's just the laws of the land, I guess.
And you know we haven't been able to just scientifically we haven't been advanced to like just master getting rid of disease and shit. So that shit can just get you.
I mean, people have though, bro. Certain people have.
Who done live forever?
Dr. Sebi. Nah, he ain't live forever. But shit, you know, that nigga cured HIV.
I mean, no, that's fine. They have cures and stuff. Like the cure for certain diseases and illnesses and stuff like that. It's literally out in the jungles and forests. Like it's from the plants. Where you think they get all this stuff, the medicine to give us to it? They literally have natural plants and stuff that literally all they do is just break it down and add certain stuff just to sell it to you and stretch out the lifespan to where it don't really heal you all the way, but it just stretches it out for you so they can monetize on that.
And that's all that is alchemy, bro. So getting back to what I was saying as far as like how to apply it, you know what I'm saying? Like these are the things that we have to, I mean, I ain't gonna say we have to, but you would have to learn to, you know what I'm saying, and be able to, you know what I'm saying, I guess, you know what I'm saying, navigate, you you know what I'm saying, move in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn these elements, you know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, how the body works, you know what I'm saying? This type of things. Like we talking when we get off into meditation and so forth, you know what I'm saying?
So
astral projection, I guess, you know what I'm saying?
So
like I lucid dream, bro. I lucid dream this morning. Well, not this morning, but this afternoon. I took a nap. I took a nap when cause I was in here kind of late last night. I came home or whatever. I got home maybe around 3, and I woke up around 7. I woke up around 7. I rode around for a little bit. That's when I texted you. I sent you that song or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I woke up.
I thought you sent me that song this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm finna say, dang, you
I sent that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, bet.
When I woke up.
That shit hard, by the way, y'all.
when I woke up, you know what I'm saying. But I ain't end up going back to sleep because I knew we was gonna have to come in here to do the podcast. I didn't want to be tired and shit. I ain't gonna stay up, so I took a little nap. But I ended up lucid dreaming, bro. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done that in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what exactly is lucid dreaming? I forgot.
That's when you like conscious that you're dreaming basically, and you
that happens all the time to me.
Navigate. You know what I'm saying? How you know what I'm saying, moving in your dreams. Like you're not unaware basically that you're dreaming. Because a lot of times when you dream, like I dream all the time, but I'm not necessarily aware that I'm dreaming. Like I just be moving. You know what I'm saying? Just like you know what I'm saying, whatever. But this, like I say, this afternoon. I was actually aware, like I knew I was dreaming. I was like, okay, this shit, and I knew I was lucid dreaming. I was like, okay, this shit live.
And then you be like, I'm gonna just stay in it.
Yeah,
you can control.
But I don't be trying to think too much because when you start thinking too much, you know what I'm saying, you'll wake up. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it'll bring you down.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, that shit sucks, bro.
I love
because usually,
I just realized what it was, especially when it's good. But my lucid dream, you know, like how you talking about being aware in a lucid dream or whatever. Bro, I be getting in lucid dreams. It be like I be getting in fights though. I be fighting, and for some reason my arm can't move to hit back. I can't control myself to like defend myself and attack back. I don't know if there's like a deeper meaning or something, but it's like I can't really move, but I can like get out the way and do whatever. But like I can't just control myself like I really want to.
Yeah.
That make me so mad, bro. I hate that.
There's something holding you back. Like you defending, like you protecting yourself by moving out the way and shit. But it's like you're not trying to exert no actual action. You know what I'm saying? Some way. So I'm not sure what exactly you know what I'm saying that would mean. But you know it's something behind it. As far as I mean, I guess your spirit don't really want to do that.
I think that's what it is. And I think about it, like, and probably that's how I am in real life though. Like I'm not like no aggressive person, nothing like that. I'm also like just protect and defend myself, whatever, stuff like that. So like, if it is like a situation like that, of course in real life I'm gonna just be swinging or whatever. But like I think that's what it is. Like deeper, my conscience know, my spirit know, my soul know. Like you don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I don't know. I don't know.
But shit, usually, like I say, when I try to lucid dream, when I lucid dream. First thing I try to do, like if I'm aware, like if I gain awareness that I'm dreaming, usually the first thing I do is I'm trying to fly. I feel real, nigga. I'm trying to fly, bitch. Like I'm taking off. And usually I do it.
Where would you go?
Wherever I want to go.
Come on, like where would you go if you could fly? Like what would be the first thing you flew to?
Bro, wherever. It ain't no destination. It's just like when you out driving, and that's what I did in this lucid dream. I was driving. See, that's my favorite thing, bro. It's like I just like traveling, bro. Like I like driving.
You like traveling? I told you, I said, remember when I told you, I said, hey, let's go. I said, bro, you need to take a trip overseas or something. Man, I don't want to do that shit, bro.
That's how I felt at that point.
Yeah, I knew that. I was like, bro, this cap, bro. I was like, bro, I'm telling you going to want to go travel and go see different places. Because I think I had came from the Bahamas or something. And I was like, bro, you going to want to go, bro. I'm telling you. He was like, man, nah, because when I get there, then I'm already seen it all. I said, you'll never be able to see all of the world.
But nah, that's how I feel though. I feel like the world's not that exciting to me, bro. I guess that's why I'm so interested in it.
It's not exciting. You haven't been. You saying that right now, bro.
Nah, I done experienced this shit before, bro. That's how I feel,
you experienced
bro.
What?
The world, bro. I feel like I done been here so many times before, bro.
No,
don't nothing surprise
me. You might have
bro.
Your other past, whatever life, that whatever it might have, but right now you haven't. I'm telling you. Shit, I ain't seen shit blow your mind.
I carried that shit here, so it's the same thing. Nothing surprises me, bro, at this point.
Nothing surprises you?
Damn near.
You ain't been out enough then.
No.
If nothing surprises you.
No.
I promise you haven't. I promise you haven't, bro.
I don't know, but yeah.
You don't have no like place that you would like to visit ever?
At this point, like I want to go over there, like East Asia, like where
I was thinking
like
that. I know
that little area where Malaysia, Indonesia, and what else am I thinking of? Is it Fiji?
I'm supposed to be going to Indonesia.
Hold on, I'm finna look at the map.
I'm supposed to be going to Indonesia.
Yeah.
I think next year or something.
I'm finna look at the map. Hold on.
I'm telling you.
But yeah, that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing earlier. I was driving, bro. I was just cruising. But I knew I was dreaming though. But what I was saying, like usually when I find that I'm lucid dreaming or when I'm aware that I'm dreaming, usually I try to fly. And usually I do that. I take off, but like it might not last that long. Like I might get like maybe like 30 feet off the ground or so. And I like come back down. I start getting kind of heavy because I start thinking too much about it. And usually I wake up. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to just be free. You're supposed to just roam, I think.
Yeah.
But what am I referring to?
Talking about the East Asian.
Okay, Thailand. That's the
Thailand.
Yeah, that's the other country I was thinking about. Yeah, so Thailand, like Indonesia, and like Malaysia. I want to go over there and like that little area. I want to visit all three of them. I think because I like water, bro. That's my shit. Like when we went to. So
like
I ain't scared.
Stereotypical ass black person.
No, nigga, you a lie. I ain't scared to swim. I just can't.
Oh, you can't. Oh well. Oh, I thought you gonna be.
Well, I ain't even gonna say I can't. I can. I just ain't did it yet.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm gonna learn though. Like I say, shit. You know.
I thought you was just scared.
Nah, hell, I ain't scared of water, nigga. Wait. Hold on. You ain't never seen me in no water. When we was at the picnic, I was in the pool.
Picnic? What picnic?
The whatchamacallit, senior year.
Talking about.
Okay, I know.
I'm talking about when we went to spring
I'm not getting
break.
in the ocean if I can't swim, bro. Come on now. That's not smart.
you ain't gotta cause it's not deep. Where we be, it's not deep. We just go to the little edge where the water right there.
I don't care, bro.
I can see why you don't go out there because that shit's scary. Cause that shit'll pull your ass back.
Yeah, I'm not playing.
It really can't, but it will.
I know better shit than that. I'm not doing it.
That shit's scary.
I'm gonna wait till I learn how to swim before I start doing all that.
You can't swim in the ocean like that. I tried it. I can swim, and it was difficult for me to swim in the ocean.
Yeah, I already know.
That shit's so damn hard, bro.
I already know.
That shit's so fucking hard.
Exactly. That's why I say I'm not gonna play with it. That shit'll pull your ass away, all that type shit.
It's so heavy.
I'm not doing that. But I love water, bro. Like I say here, when we went to Panama that first time, that was my first time being on the beach. Like that was the experience for me, nigga. Like that shit was so peaceful.
That was my first time too. Actually, like really being on the beach, a real beach type shit.
Yeah.
That shit was dope as fuck, especially at night. That shit was hard, nigga.
Seeing that,
the moon at night, the moon got down.
I swear.
That shit was hard.
Seeing that sunset, bro. Seeing that sun.
I forgot about that.
Over that horizon, bro. You just seeing that bitch set. Man, that shit's something special, bro. I be just, I'm into that shit, fool. It's like, you don't just see that type of shit when it's like buildings and shit surrounding.
When I see that, though, when I see things like that made me realize
it's like that flat surface, the sun just like going below, and it's like, it just really gives you a more, I don't know, I feel like it gives you a wider perspective of, I guess, you know what I'm saying, I guess the world.
That's how I do, that's what it does to me every time. That's why I like going to the beach, and I like going to a beach at nighttime.
Yeah,
because
that night when we was
it kind of showed me.
It
showed me that I'm not in control of none of this shit, really. Like I would like to be.
Yeah.
And it just shows me life is actually bigger than me. I'm just a part of this cycle or whatever, but I can still make an impact and do what I want to do in my little, within my circle and my network or whatever.
Right.
But other than that, like, bro, this world keep going, bro.
Yeah.
This motherfucker keep going.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
It's either like you just get with the program and do what you want to do while you're here, or this shit gonna keep going either way. So it really don't matter.
But I guess getting off into spirituality as far as backtracking, it's like how would that what was we saying? Oh yeah, how we could apply that. I guess even outside of it's plenty of ways you could apply that here, but I think I'd be focusing more so on okay, what we gonna do after this? When we leave? I'll be focusing on the afterlife.
You can't. That's
we gonna get back to that. We gonna say that. We gonna come back to that in a few minutes. But as far as like being here, how I feel like, you know what I'm saying, how that can aid you and affect you. Like I say, developing your spaceship mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I feel like it just provides for an overall better state of being. It provides, you know what I'm saying, mental clarity. It provides a strong will, strong physicality.
Does it make you happy?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because I feel like that's the main thing about life, man.
I guess me, like, from, me speaking for myself, I can say so. Because a lot of the people, like, when they start getting opened up into... That's why everybody...
Some people are literally saying
everything ain't for everybody.
Stop believing. They be like, they don't believe. Like, that's why you'll see, like, certain atheists and stuff.
Yeah.
Once they get deep into, like most atheists are really... They know about the Bible. They know about all the religions. But they just... I think because they just learn so much, it kind of puts them in like a depressed mode and just pushes them down. Some people, and like once they have too much information that they think is information, they think it's just solid information. In fact, it just literally just presses down on them, and it literally just fucked them up to where they not happy.
I feel like a lot of people,
it's pointless. Life is pointless.
I feel like a lot of people, it might make them feel like, okay, it might make them feel like, it might do the opposite of give you meaning. It might make you feel like there is no meaning.
Yeah.
I feel like it does that for a lot of people.
It do
definitely.
that for a lot of people, I think.
But, you know.
But for me, I think it make me look at, I could see both sides of it. It make me look at it like, damn, you could either be a pessimist about it or be optimistic about it. You can either be, damn, this life is so much more than my little world that I'm in, I don't even matter.
Yeah.
Or you can take the stance of, damn, this world is so damn big, but like I said, within my network and my little life that I'm living, compared to all these other billions of people who live in their lives and trillions of people, whoever, like I could still do something. You know what I mean? Like while you're here, you might as well live it up while you're here anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, because it's gonna get to a point to where it's at the end of your life, and I feel like you'll have that. You don't want to have that reflective moment where you look back and be like,
that's how people keep coming back, bro. They have regrets and they keep wanting to do
that's
shit
true.
over and over.
Some people, I think it's possibly like that. Like some people elevate, they like, no, I did what I was supposed to do here, and they elevate, and then some people come back and they fucked up again. I don't know how this shit goes, but I think that's a theory. Like you come back and you live this life again, and you fucked up again, and because you're not understanding the point of life. The point of life is to be lived.
Yeah, be free.
It's to be lived. It literally, that's the main thing. Be free. I pray. That's one of my prayers I say all the time. I want to be free.
That's hard to say though. I can't even sit here and tell y'all that that's the point of life, is to be free. I feel like
I think it is.
To me, it is, but
how is it not?
We haven't been shown.
To each his own, but
we haven't been shown it. All we know is
the point of life is to be free.
But
it's obvious.
But I'm saying, like, our reality isn't reflecting that. All we've been shown is oppression in this lifetime anyway. What we doing here?
I mean, that's because sometimes shit just happens that's out of our control. Like, a person can't control that they grew up in a bad situation and they were affected, and you got these higher forces that's literally smashing down on them and destroying their life. They can't control that. But I'm talking about people who are in control of their lives. Like, you have that freedom to find that happiness and be free. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
So,
and kind of like, I don't know.
To what extent?
Kind of bring somebody along with you, I guess.
To what extent is like, okay, so you would agree that we have I guess freedom, you know what I'm saying, to do what we want to do, and I guess
some people do.
Right. Okay.
Not everybody, because I don't want to sit here like some privileged ass kid saying, "Hey, we all have the freedom," because that we don't. Because right up the street from my house, some people don't have the freedom to just do what the hell they want to do. Like, I got lucky because of somebody before me made life easier for me, so I'm able to just sit here on a motherfucking podcast and talk my shit or whatever. Yeah. Whereas other people, they in a situation where no, they got to get their ass up and they got to go work right now. Like they can't do this.
You got to work your way up, like through them levels. Levels.
But luckily for me, I just got put in a sweet situation to where I have time. I have, like Pusha T said that with his album. He said,
would you say that you got put there though, or do you feel like you made your way to that point?
Nah, my parents did that for me. I was put there. I got lucky. A lot of things about life is about, sometimes it's about getting lucky. I got lucky that I was blessed into the home, born into the home that I was born in.
Is that luck though? Yes. Is that chance? Or
it's chance, luck. Chance, luck. I look at chance and luck as the same thing sometimes. Because think about it, it's just like a kid. Like, you don't remember when you was born. You might try to say you do. I don't know. You know how you do.
I think I do.
I knew you was going to say that. I don't remember when I was born. I don't remember being in my mama's womb at all. I don't remember that at all. I don't remember coming out. I don't remember, like, until a certain point where you really gain consciousness. Some people gain it earlier. Like, it's just different for certain people. But I'm saying me, I know, like, right now, I have the ability with my girl to go make a kid, right?
Yeah.
That's my choice that I decided to bring a kid in there. Yeah. That was my choice to bring a kid into this world. Right. It wasn't like a kid just chose me. You know what I mean? That's not, from what I know, it's not like that. It's not. Because I know I have the ability to create a kid. It's not. I think
it's
no way.
Why don't you believe it?
because okay, so do you think people would do you think somebody would choose to just be born into poverty then? Like I can go to certain kids who were born up in I'm talking about like people who were born in like fucked up situations. Yeah. Just like a person who was born into slavery.
Yeah.
That wasn't their choice to be born into slavery. Like no way.
People are workers, bro. If you have a worker's mentality, then yeah, you wouldn't have no problem with that. You gotta think people come from all aspects of life.
So you think that people who were held hostage, brought over here or whatever, or if they was already here and they got held hostage or whatever, and then forced into slavery, and then...
You know where I was going with this, huh? I was just finna get off into that Kanye shit with slavery a choice. Let's get off into it, though. What? Nah, finish your statement, though.
Okay, let's get into that shit.
Finish your statement first, though.
So, because I'm just trying to make sure and clarify. So, you saying that literally mom and dad who were in slavery, that wasn't their choice to be held hostage. That wasn't their choice to be beat, all that shit. Like, we already know how the thing goes. But, of course, they have a kid. It's natural to have sex. They have a kid, and their kid is born. So, are you saying that, like, he chose to be born into that situation?
I believe so.
Fuck no. How?
Because I believe that, we go through certain shit. Because as spirits, we just be bored, bro. And it just be certain shit that we want to experience.
So you basically
saying if it's something that you haven't been through before, or if it's something that you're familiar with, I feel like you would choose to experience that during that time period.
So would you put that in every scenario then, or just certain scenarios? Like think about.
Nah, I wouldn't put that in every situation because I do feel like certain spirits like end up in certain positions on accident, if that makes sense. Because I feel like a lot of people may have been unaware of what they were doing at the time and ended up in a certain situation. Like for an example, to bring it down into like Earth terms, is like say somebody go on a dummy mission. You know what I'm saying? They do some shit. They not necessarily aware of the consequences. Or like, I'm not. Okay, put it like this. Say somebody is driving recklessly. They might just be, you know what I'm saying, just having fun. You know what I'm saying? They not aware of, you know what I'm saying, the dangers of driving a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, the dangers of, you know what I'm saying, on traffic and all this type of shit, right? But, I guess it's a naivete, aspect attached to it. But say that person, you know what I'm saying, crashes into somebody, you know what I'm saying, hurt somebody or killed or hurt themselves or, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily feel like that person chose that, but they were in that spirit, in that state of being, you know what I'm saying, that put them in that position. So...
Nah, sometimes shit just happen. It's not your fault.
How is it not your fault?
Because you got people who's literally a little kid in a drive-by, and that's not his fault that he was just at the park.
How is it not his fault he was at the park?
He wanted to have fun.
He chose to go to the park.
But that's not his fault that he got shot.
That he got shot, right.
That's what I'm saying. Come on. I'm talking about, like, it's not his fault that he decided to... That's what I'm saying. Sometimes shit just happen. Like, I was in the movie theaters. Like, I get paranoid. Like, I don't know if it's anxiety or something. We talk about that, too. Or whatever. But, like, I get paranoid, right? Yeah. So, I was watching Lion King. And out of nowhere, I just got paranoid because I was like, bro, somebody could just bust into the theater and, like, just shoot this shit up if they wanted to. I was like scared, and I was finna tell Robin, like, hey, let's get out of here, bro. I'm too paranoid right now, and I don't trust people. People kept getting up, walking, acting weird and shit, and I was like, bro, I ain't got time for that shit. Like, I ain't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't ever want to be in no defensive situation like that. That's like my anxiety somehow or paranoia or whatever, and so. But that wouldn't be my fault that I chose to go to the movie theater. That's an evil spirit, like the devil basically coming into a situation and just fucking shit up. Like, that's his spirit that fucked other people up. Your good spirit didn't cause a bad spirit to come around. That's just life. That's what I'm saying. It's just like in the circle.
I would agree.
It's just the circle. It's just like if you have some bird in the wilderness and then a lion come out of nowhere and decide to eat him. That's just the circle of life because, well, that's just a survival thing for the lion too, though. That's not like he just trying to destroy everything. But at the same time, that's not the bird fault that he was born a bird and that he was just sitting in a tree trying to live his life or whatever. And to him, that was just a negative energy that just came out of nowhere. And so that's my main thing. Like, I'm always trying to avoid negative energy, bro, and just bad shit from happening. But we live in a world where like you said, we can't control that a motherfucker want to drive a car and be reckless and act stupid because he thinking he just having fun. He not thinking in his head, oh damn, I'm affecting other people around me. So like that's something that people like teach their kids, like, hey, what you be doing that could hurt somebody else. And so that's just the way I look at it. Like I would never look. I can't look at it like that. Like people are born into a situation like. You do have.
I feel like you're born into. The point I'm making is I feel like people are born into situations based off of their state of being and where they at spiritually. That's what I feel.
So
like.
You know where you was at. So you know for sure where you was at spiritually before you was born.
I feel like I do.
Where was you?
I don't know if I want to.
Oh, okay.
Disclose that, but man. I don't know if I want to disclose that, bro. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I feel like I was in a. Hold
on. Before you say it.
What's up?
Before you say it. This nigga here, bro. This nigga be throwing me for a loop, bro. What the fuck?
What's up?
So before you say it, how did you come about? How did you get this information that you knew where you was at before you was born? How did you discover this information?
Man, I just be researching, bro. Like I be coming across shit all the time, but it's like I don't know if I done actually heard. I don't know. You know, I be.
Nah, only reason why I'm asking because like I know me. Sometimes I can read something, and I'd be like, it's just like reading a horoscope, and you can be like, damn, okay, I can see how that would happen.
Because I'm a person.
Or was it just like you always had that consciousness, like, bro, I remember.
I believe in reincarnation. You know,
no, that's fine. I believe in some form. I think dying and going out to another space is reincarnation or whatever.
Like energy doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Well, even if energy might be, you know what I'm saying, destroyed, that might be a possibility. But I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, it constantly recreates itself and is reborn into new positions and, you know what I'm saying, recycled. However, you know what I'm saying, that system may go. But, you know, that's why, you know, I feel like. Yeah, before I was here, I was somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was the case for everybody. I feel like we didn't just come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like going back to you choosing your parents. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we do that. I feel like we are born into particular situations based on our state of being. I feel like you do choose your parents, and I feel like that can be proven with astrology, bro. Like I feel like.
Astrology is man-made though.
Well, how is astrology man-made, bro? And these are people we ain't make stars, bro.
No, I'm not talking about stars. Well, but from what we know, only humans gave us that information. Unless it's a higher being who gave us these information about the stars and what it is and these meaning. Like, bro, I can create my own type of astrology. I can literally say that if you wake up in the morning and it's a bird chirping 5 times in a row, that means that you're not going to have a good day. And as long as I get a whole bunch of people to agree on it, that will become fact to people, and they will base their lives off of it.
Right, and so that'll start to you're right. And that'll start to kind of, you know what I'm saying, manifest based off of, you know what I'm saying, the massive energy that's being put into it. Yeah. Like
people literally will. That's why I have like a love and hate relationship with astrology or whatever. You already know how I feel about it. Like it's like a love and hate relationship because I feel like it can help you and it can also keep you stagnant sometimes. Yeah. Because like if I'm reading something about Scorpios and that I'm good at this and I'm good at that and it helps me when I work and do this during this time and then at this time don't. Yeah. You know what I mean? I can just be up and down. Whereas if I never even heard of that shit and just lived my life and just did what I ever do, that wouldn't even affect me. It's literally like a parent telling you. It's literally not even a parent. I don't want to put up on a parent. It's just like a person in your life saying, "Hey, you good at this thing. Oh, but that, nah, you're not good at that. I wouldn't do that if I was you." That's gonna keep you stagnant if you really like value that person and listen to them like that. People do that to their kids all the time. They only keep them in this area. They only let them play football. They only let them do basketball. Oh, black people don't do that. We don't we don't play golf or whatever. Yeah. We just play basketball and football or whatever. Yeah. And so when you have the information in your head, you grow up and what do you see a lot of black people doing? I'm gonna say a lot of black people doing, but you'll hear people say, "Oh man, we don't do that, bro. Yeah. We don't do that." Just like on last episode, I said, "Man, we don't eat pumpkin pie. Black people, we don't eat pumpkin pie." You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just like a joke, but at the same time, consciously in your head, creating that framework in your head, and it can keep you stagnant.
Yeah, definitely.
And so that's But see, that's why it's just like contradicting sometimes, because it's just like how you say, like living life with no limits, right?
Yeah.
But astrology is literally putting limits on you all day. Right. It's only telling you what you're good at, and it's only telling you what you, and it's telling you what you're not.
I don't feel like it's a guideline to. Okay, I'm gonna say it is a guideline to live by, kind of sort of in a way, but you gotta kind of like work with it. I don't feel like it should be, let me see, the end all be all, basically. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like you should live like, you know what I'm saying, I guess restricted to that like 100%, like based off of that. I feel like it's kind of like a, you know what I'm saying, kind of like a blueprint, basically. It's a that's what it is. It's like a blueprint to like how you got here, how you navigated here, you know what I'm saying, the star systems that you came through, the systems, the lights that you got filtered through, you know what I'm saying, when you came here. That's how I look at it. And like, you're not supposed to limit yourself to your astrology. As a matter of fact, you're supposed to learn how to break that shit, because
that's how I look at it.
Yeah, we're not supposed to have those type of limits.
Because I'm like when I see something about Scorpio or something, and I read it, like, you know, that's literally every day people posting their astrology thing, and I think it's good because it helps. People need that shit to help to keep them motivated and be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna be okay. It's a good day for me." All this shit, or whatever. Yeah. But like when I see that, when it say, "Oh, you're not good at this," or "You're not." This is you. I'm be like, man, fuck that. Nah, that's not true. You know what I mean? Like how they say Scorpios are feisty, or their temper can be really bad. So guess what I used to think? Oh damn, I'm a Scorpio. Dang, that's just kind of in me. You know what I mean? I got that badass temper. No, nigga, you can control your temper. Yeah. I'm mentally aware, so I can control my temper as much as I want. Even when somebody make me extremely mad, bro. Yeah. It's been times to where people send me all the way off. Yeah, I can level myself down if I want to. I choose to take myself there, because, and the only reason why I choose is because I'm mentally aware. So like some people, they have defects in their brain or some shit like that. Yeah. But me, from what I know, I'm fully capable. I can comprehend everything. I can control my emotions. Yeah. You know what I mean? Never let nobody get you out of pocket like that. So I'm not gonna let no astrology shit tell me that. Nah, you just got a temper, so that's just how you are or whatever.
But you would admit that it is how you are, right?
Because I grew up. Nah, yeah, I will say always as a kid, my temper always came from being competitive and stuff though. Like I had a temper playing sports and stuff. Like I was very competitive. I didn't like to lose.
You know what Scorpio is. You know what planet Scorpio is ruled by?
What planet?
Mars.
That's cool.
You know what Mars is the planet of?
I know it's red or some shit.
Yeah. You know what kind of color that is? It's action driven. It usually has to do with, you know what I'm saying, activity. It's a warrior type energy, warrior type spirit.
That's cool.
I'm just saying, bro.
I mean, no, that's what I say. I believe it sometimes, and then I don't know. And I like that category, like warrior like spirit. Hell yeah. Like, I think that's me. It like, is. I grew up in. That's what I'm saying. Like I grew up in a household with my mom and my sister, and then like when my mom and dad was together, or whatever. And I'm nothing like my sister. Like me and my sister, we definitely have stuff similar. Yeah. But I talk to my girl all the time, and I be like, bro, it doesn't make sense how like we grew up in the same household with the same values and everything.
Because I came in through different times.
And I'm completely different from my sister. Like I react completely different. Certain things piss me off more than she would even care. Like I care about completely different things. Like my sister don't care.
Y'all got the same parents, grew up in the same house,
parents, same environment, same household. Now the only difference that I can tell is that's the only difference that I can tell. Like because I'm a dude, so I have that more protecting. And then my mama, she was single, whatever. Once her mom and daddy got divorced, and I was aware of everything that was going on, even though they try to say I didn't know everything was going on. I know everything that was going on, bro. Like even when I was a little ass kid, I was just aware of feelings. That's why I could walk in the room right now. I can know when somebody don't fuck with me. Yeah. I can know when they have good energy. I'm pretty good at predicting good people, and I'm pretty good at predicting when something is gonna be off with somebody, or when me and somebody else are gonna have a friction. Yeah. Like I'm just very, very aware of that. I don't know how. But I just connect with people like that. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe because I like socializing with people, and I study people's body movements.
You're all that water sign.
Water sign?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. I believe it. I really, really, really believe it. But I don't like shit telling me. I don't know. It just scared me, bro.
I mean,
it's like a religion. It's like a different form of religion.
Yeah.
And it's just like telling you, hey, no, just stay in this box.
I ain't never seen that though, bro. I can't even agree with that because I haven't necessarily always. I can't. Like I done seen like, yeah, it'll tell you, you know what I'm saying, if you might be a certain way, but I haven't seen it to where it's in a restricting type of nature, to where it's like telling you what not to do or telling you what you can't do, you know what I'm saying, this type of shit. It might tell you some shit that might be unfavorable, you know what I'm saying, for you, I guess. You know what I'm saying, certain shit that might not necessarily be. That you might struggle with, but I don't necessarily feel like it's putting a restriction on you, telling you can't do it.
You know, in India they have a caste system.
Like a difficulty doing it, not necessarily you can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, maybe so. I gotta go look at it. And maybe I'm looking at it from a different perspective, whatever.
And a lot of people look at it like that, bro. And it's like that's kind of the point that I be trying to get across. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's to be. It's not to be looked at like, you know what I'm saying, putting a restriction. Yeah, you're right, because if it's anything that you know what I'm saying, feel like it's putting a restriction on you, run from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's good and bad. Like it's never a perfect system. Like the world ain't perfect.
But at the end of the day, I feel like, bro, astrology hasn't led me wrong, bro. Thus far, bro, it hasn't, bro. Like everybody, I check people natal charts, fool, and from like my nigga, astrology is like 10 for 10, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever for whatever. Like, but damn, I haven't seen no inaccurate natal chart yet, bro. I haven't.
People can literally defy the odds, right? So they can defy some astrology shit or whatever. Yeah. That's what I think. Yeah. So,
like I said,
I don't get too deep into it. Like, that's why, like, if I meet a person and then I be like, you know how some girls do, when your birthday, what day? Because, like, you'll see, like, a lot of females will be more so into astrology and stuff like that. Yeah. And that's because they trying to figure out what type of person you are. Yeah. Like, no. That, I don't like that. Like,
see? You know why?
But no, I'm finna explain why, though. I already know you're gonna say, oh, because you're a Westerner, ain't saying all this shit. But the reason why I don't like it, though, is because, like,
shit. What's up?
You can literally create in your head what you read.
A perception.
You can create a perception. Yeah. If you say Scorpios are like this, every time I get mad about a little situation, yep, Scorpios, yep, that's them. Like, okay. I like Scorpio though.
Okay, but check this out though. We got some good shit. The same way you can say that, you can apply the same thing to race, bro. You can say that black people are a certain way.
People do that though. That's a problem though.
I'm saying, but we know that, okay, it might not necessarily be 100% true, but for the most part, yeah, we know that we do have certain characteristics and traits, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, I guess, apply directly to us so that distinguishes us from other races, bro. Hell not. Everybody has their own culture, bro.
No, that's fine. Culture.
Asians are different. White people are different.
Give an example. Because I think if we literally go one by one and say, oh, do black people have this certain type of trait? I would have to give it no example, whatever. But like that is not true.
Okay, yeah, you kind of right.
Because and the only reason why
it's more so like, I guess, a demographic type of thing. I guess culture.
Yeah, and it's really just what you perceive. It's damn near what the media put out there, how they perceive it. Like trying to say that, well, I mean, shit. Like trying to say, he's just good at math or whatever. Well, we know the niggas fire as fuck, so I ain't gonna lie. That's a good ass stereotype to have. Them niggas fire as fuck. And it's probably because the culture puts an extreme focus on that. Like you'll see, like Indians, the Indian culture, like they'll put a focus on their kids being doctors and stuff like that. And so I guess you could say that, like with black people, like it's more of a focus on, like in certain subcultures of black people, it's more of a focus on sports and shit like that. Yeah. Or, I mean, it's a lot of black teachers and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, that's what I was trying to get on before. I was talking about India. They have a caste system, and so if you look up the caste system, it's like 5 different ones. Like they all Indian people. They all the same exact people, but it's tribal. And so you have like Hindus or whatever, and something, and it goes all the way down. Yeah. Then like the bottom of the barrel is like a certain tribe or culture or whatever within the India culture or whatever. Yeah. And they're like the garbage men or something. And that's what they do. Yeah. Like they're born, you go work garbage. You pick up garbage all the time. Then you got certain caste systems, they're the businessmen. They handle that. And so, I forgot what I was trying to get on, whatever. But yeah, that's what I was talking about, like as far as how you just put those stereotypes like how we put that stereotypes on people, whatever, and just as far as like astrology or whatever. Like if I know that you're Scorpio, every time you do something, I'm just aware. Like, oh, yep, that match it. But that might not even be just the case. Like you might do certain shit that's Scorpio shit. Like you stubborn as hell. That's a Scorpio trait, but I'm sure you can go deep.
That's because I'm a Taurus, and Taurus and Scorpio are both fixed signs. So yeah, that's a stubborn character. Yeah, so. Bro. I'm sorry, bro. Hey, astrology is undefeated, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all can't tell me differently, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Nobody, man. Hey, it's gonna take. Hey, okay, we're gonna open up the discussion gates, man. Let this be something. If y'all feel differently, we're gonna let the people. Bring in. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about it. But yeah, hey, man, straight up. And like even when
as long as it's not having no limitations on it, that's cool.
Yeah.
Don't limit people's ability to do things. That's the only thing.
And like, what are we talking about? Like when we talking about black people, I mean, we do tend to be more athletic, bro.
No, that's natural. That's natural. Asians
do tend to be better at math, bro. That's just a fact, bro.
We started math though.
Okay, you're right, but guess what? Black people, the Asiatic man, that's the black man, bro. Like it's black Asians. So I can't even say that. About it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, so you're right. Actually, yeah, from what we know, yeah, you're right.
Some of us anyway.
From what we know,
but I mean, all astrology is, bro. It's just like genetics, but it's like it's cosmic genetics, bro. Because we made from stardust. We made from where we come from, bro. The earth.
So do you think
I feel like the body is made from the earth. I feel like the soul, the spirit is made from the cosmos, bro. That's how I feel.
Say it again.
The body is made from the earth.
The body made from the earth. The soul made from the
made from the cosmos.
That sounds good. I like that.
Straight up.
I could understand it.
And where do you go when you dream?
You go out to space.
That's what we asked last time. That's what we asked last time, right?
From what I know, I could see that you're not on this earth. You might be seeing earth things, but your mind is in space. Cause that's I guess like deja vu, how you can predict certain now that's one thing I will say. I can predict shit. I'm pretty good at predicting shit. That's
why people can't tell me that spirituality ain't real, because you have dreams.
Predict
and you're not here when you dream. So you can't tell me that, you know what I'm saying, that's just some bullshit. Nobody can tell me that.
You talking about spirituality?
Yeah.
Nah, that's,
or
you can have your own to each his own podcast.
Yeah.
But spirituality is real as fuck. Like, come on.
What you were saying about predicting shit? Yeah, we psychic. Yeah, people be psychic in nature.
Yeah, all the time. Like that's how I feel though. Like I feel it's been certain times I've been able literally to predict things, and I've literally told people, and they probably don't even remember, and it happened. And I didn't know how it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I can't speak on certain situations that happen. Yeah. But like I literally knew. And I woke up one night and I said, hey, this is gonna happen to so and so, bro. Damn, that's crazy. And it's not like something super bad or whatever. Yeah. But it ended up happening. I'm like, fuck. But I don't even speak on it.
And that gut feeling.
Because people just say, I know you crazy or whatever. You don't know what you're talking about. But it's just like knowing, and it's just like it ain't no point in you talking about it. So I do feel like I can predict certain shit. Now I can over predict and just go to the extreme because I'm trying to force myself to know what this situation is gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I just let shit naturally just come to me, I'm able to predict stuff. Like I feel like I can predict my success in life. I feel like I can do that.
Yeah.
I really feel like.
Yeah, definitely.
Like your mind, you can manifest. Like your mind, you can manifest it. It's just like when people say so you can speak things into existence.
Yeah.
Like you can speak negative things into existence, or you can speak great things into existence.
Yeah.
So, and the main thing, I try to train my mind to think positive all the time. How can I like manifest things through my mind?
Right.
Because when you constantly do that all the time, you're gonna maneuver through life to make sure you achieve those things.
Right, exactly.
That's why
we were saying earlier, laying them bricks out in front of you.
Yeah.
Paving that road.
I purposely tell people what I'm gonna do, but so I can be held accountable. Like I'll purposely be like, I'm gonna be a lawyer. Yeah, I'm gonna go to law school. Like, I'm gonna be successful doing this. I need that pressure because I won't. If not, like I told my girl, I said if I don't do this,
like affirmation. Starting to affirmate.
Yeah. I literally told my girl, I said if I don't I was just talking about helping people and stuff like that, and I said I'm talking about doing this shit right now. I say, but if I don't actually do this shit within my lifetime, I say you should look at me one day and be like, bro, you're a hypocrite. you should look at me like, Jordan, you're a hypocrite because you talked about all these things, but you never put it into action. Like, you got to do that shit. So that's why I will purposely tell people, and I do get annoyed when they'll, hey, I thought you were supposed to blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hey, just give me time, bro. Like, it's going to, trust me, it's going, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But I need that pressure. I need that heat on me. I need that. Like, I want to tell you, thank you. I like when family members keep trying to remind me, when you gonna go out to law school or whatever. Like, it annoys the hell out of me sometimes because I'm like, God damn, can you realize that you just asked me that last month? I'm still working. I'm doing other things to
straight up. Hey, family members, all of you family members, stop doing that shit.
Shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody motherfucking told you why you still doing what the fuck you doing and you ain't on your shit. But you wanna look at me because we some young niggas.
God damn it.
We on our shit, nigga.
Man. God damn, bro. Chill, bro.
Don't that shit make you mad?
Bro, it's the worst, bro. It's the worst shit.
Bro.
I don't like nobody doing that shit for one, bro. Like, damn.
Bro.
Let me do me, man. Chill.
I done had kids, bro. I done had people my fucking age come to me. Bro, one time, what happened? I graduated, right? But I ended up having to retake a fucking class. This fucking nigga, my bad, I'm saying so much, I'm getting mad. That Scorpio coming out. Hey, look, that Scorpio coming out.
You want to claim that shit.
Bro, look, fucking, I'm claiming that. Boy, it made me so mad. In the moment, it didn't make me mad, but it did. But I was just like, you a suck ass nigga. Like, the dude said something like, hey man, yeah, I thought you, graduate. He said, did you graduate? I was like, yeah, I graduated. I'm like done, whatever. He was like, yeah, because somebody saw your name on like the next year's graduation list or whatever, and like you got to take another class. I said, yeah, I already graduated. I said, I just got to take one more class because I got to take the finance class over with. Yeah. He was like, oh, okay. I'm like, bro, bitch ass nigga, why the fuck you worried about me? Like, I'm not even in Houston no more, bro. Why the fuck are you worried about what the fuck I got going on in my life? Yeah. You go fucking work for me.
I ain't guess people don't be meaning no harm, bro. They really
they do. No, fuck that.
Some people.
Some of them do. Some of them do that shit on purpose. It's that little soft, but they doing it on purpose, bro. It's shade. It's shade because they watching you. Man. Come on.
I know. Well, a lot of them don't be meaning no harm, bro. They just be
not a lot.
They be
especially
really
family members. I think a lot of them don't. Sure. They really don't want.
They really want to know what's up with you.
Yeah, and they don't want you to get stuck. Like
they just don't know that shit mad annoying, bro.
It's mad annoying.
Like damn, like. I guess because we not in the position that we want to be, and we don't want to be reminded that we not in the position that we want to be.
Tell me I'm broke. it's like going to a homeless man. Like going to a homeless man every day. Yeah. Hey, damn, you still ain't got no home, cuz?
Yeah.
Damn, bro, you ain't got no home, bro?
Yeah.
Like I know, bro. Hold on.
Like I can't even be mad at it because it's like, what else is they gonna say?
That's when I know you can't talk.
You ain't got nothing to talk about.
That's the problem. That's how I know you don't know me. You don't have nothing to talk about. Yeah. And my thing is, if you're gonna ask that question, tell me how you gonna help. I'm all about solutions. To each is that's what we always trying to figure out. Solutions. Don't come to me questioning me what you doing, why you haven't did this or whatever. Yeah. Come to me with a solution. Hey, you ever thought about this? Hey, I know so and so, he can help you, put you on to do this or whatever. Like come to people with solutions. Don't come to people just asking questions without any help or no advice or anything. Yeah. Come with something. Don't just come on.
Nah, straight up.
Start doing that. I'm sorry. I had to go off on a rant.
Real shit. We had to get that shit out the way, man. Let that shit be known, man.
Especially when I know what I have in the works. I know what I'm planning out.
Yeah.
I know what I'm planning out. Even if I told you what I'm doing, you gonna look at me like, what the fuck? You gonna be like, what the hell is he talking about? Like, how can you? You're not even gonna know how.
I'll be real.
So there's no point in talking about it.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even fun. I'm not even that fun of like, you know what I'm saying, expressing, you know what I'm saying, my plans a lot of the time and shit, or what I may be trying to do because, you know what I'm saying, it's like it's kind of like you making yourself like, you know what I'm saying, accessible. It's like, it's like you opening like that gate for like shade to be like, for like salt to be thrown on your shit.
But sometimes it's kind of like, but that's what I was saying with me.
If they don't see where you're coming from, or if they not, you know what I'm saying, they don't see the vision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why sometimes no point in talking about it.
Yeah.
You just, And that's
it's
how
like,
I am too.
I don't want you weighing my shit down. I don't want you like adding your negativity to my shit.
I don't want that in my head.
I don't want you weighing my shit down.
My
God. You know
it's so many times I wish I didn't tell certain people stuff because they'll like say certain things. Yeah. Like me wanting to work in the entertainment business or whatever, music, and I'm not the type of nigga who do this shit because I look at it as like some trend or some shit. Yeah. I actually have a passion with this shit. I do research and all this shit, whatever. Yeah. And like, but I've kind of like told certain people about what I want to do, whatever. When they just keep asking, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I want to do this, whatever. And then they don't get it, so they asking all these questions, and they questions are really more so coming off as like,
how you gonna do that?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna do that?
Doubt, you know
well, you need to figure out something else, and while you, I know that, bro.
Man, I got this, bro.
Chill, really, bro. You know what I mean? Like, chill. Hey, back the fuck up, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's just a real. I think a lot of college kids go through that.
Well, then they call say if they don't know your dreams, then they can't shoot them down.
Bro, that's a fact. That's why a lot of people, I don't talk about it a lot.
Nah, for real, bro. I live by that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Unless I feel like you can see the vision, I feel like you adept to that shit, then I might express my shit. You know what I'm saying? I might share. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, though, it's like I don't even feel the need, bro. I'd rather show you. You know my motto, nigga. I can show you better than I can tell you, bro.
Yep. And I don't want to tell you what I want to do, and then it becomes successful, but you was that person who was down in it. Yeah. And then I'm going to look at you like, bro, get back, because I remember when you told me, I don't want to look at you like that. So I'd rather you just not even know. Right. And then it becomes successful. And then it's like, oh, I'm so proud of you, blah, blah, blah. Rather than me tell you what I had planning and you was like shitting on my dream or whatever. Yeah. So, that's just a little random. Nah, for real. Oh, that shit annoying though, bro.
Y'all niggas with that bitch, man. Everyday struggle shit.
To each his own.
To each his own, man.
For real. Damn. I want to, it was one more thing I wanted to show you, bro. It kind of tied into this shit, I think. Hold on, let me show you.
While Jordan pulling that shit up, I'm going to keep talking about spirituality.
Please do.
Because a lot of people be like trying to figure out, like, that be the main question. Okay, how can what is this doing for you? How can you apply this? Man, like I say, it's building your spaceship, bro. When I say spaceship, like I say, I mean mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Physically, spiritually, and emotionally. What's that? 4 things? I feel like it's supposed to be 5, but we're gonna go with 4 because it's 4 elements, right? So we're gonna go with that. And matter of fact, that's a good example because it tie in with the 4 elements. Fire being the spiritual, air being the mental, water being the emotional, and earth being the physical. That's a perfect example. So it's like just becoming the avatar. Oh yeah, that's my other nickname, Avatar DR. If y'all ain't know by now, I am Young DR Watson. Hold on, let me get my cap on. If y'all ain't know by now, I am Young DR Watson, aka Triple D Williams, aka DR15, aka Kyrie Cappuccino, aka KR Kepler when I'm in the stars, aka Avatar DR, aka MR Kyrie this year. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. But
bro, I turned off that air. It's hot as hell in here now. You ain't hot?
Right. I mean, I'm cooling.
Man, I turned off the air.
You turn back on shit.
Nah, it's cool. It was too damn cold.
But yeah, man, it's like I say, getting all that shit right, bro. And it's like, what I want y'all to start doing is like start focusing on your meditation, start focusing on your breathing, start focusing, you know what I'm saying, getting your body right, getting your mind connection right, you know what I'm saying, getting that mental clarity, you know what I'm saying. If you ain't the most flexible person, I want y'all to start stretching.
Hey, get flexible.
Get
man.
off into yoga, you know what I'm saying. Get off into yoga.
Go to YouTube.
You know what I'm saying. Start aligning, you know what I'm saying. Start aligning your spine, bro. Start practicing. Focusing on your spine, your spinal cord. You know what I'm saying. Your brain. You know what I'm saying. This is important, bro, because this is like our main. Like
That's your universe.
Yeah.
Your body, your universe.
Yeah. Straight up.
Universe.
Straight up.
This literally our entire universe.
The microcosmic. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying. Nah, I'm glad you said that. Definitely, bro. Your body is a universe, and it's like I say, we composed of like we was talking about last time on the last podcast. We were talking about chakras. We composed of a 7 chakra system, and I didn't really go into that like I really wanted to. I didn't explain what chakras was, bro. I just kind of ran down the chakras. I kind of did, because I didn't. I didn't say what they actually were. I just gave y'all the 7 chakras. Oh, okay. But basically, what chakras are, they're basically like a whirlpool. I mean, I ain't gonna say well, yeah, that's what they are. They're like a whirlpool, but it's like a vortex. You know what I'm saying? So you will have they're like energy pools, you know what I'm saying, at different parts of your body. And basically what it is, it's kind of like a vortex, you know what I'm saying, of energy, of like spiraling energy. And it'll go out, you know what I'm saying, out the front, and you know what I'm saying, it'll be out the back. This is kind of like connecting us, you know what I'm saying, to our senses, kind of, you know what I'm saying, and our surroundings or whatnot. But really, we're not even, I know I say we have 7 chakras, but we really have more than that. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you said,
oh yeah, you said that.
That's why I'm glad when you said our body's a universe, because those are the 7 main chakras. But really, we have chakras all throughout our body. Anybody who watch Naruto, y'all will know that. If y'all watch Naruto, y'all would know you know, when if we talking about, you know what I'm saying, y'all know, if y'all know how the Hyuga clan, Neji and them, how they had the Byakugan, right? You know what I'm saying? They could see, you know what I'm saying, all the chakra points in the body. And you have like, you know what I'm saying, like hella chakra points, like hundreds, thousands, millions maybe. You know what I'm saying? A chakra points all throughout your body, like, you know what I'm saying? It's basically like a nerve, it's like all throughout your nervous system. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, just like the universe, you know what I'm saying? We have, okay, the ancients refer to the seven stars, right? These 7 stars were the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Jupiter and Saturn. Because they didn't know about, they didn't count Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto back then. They didn't
count the Earth.
They were kind of be-notes. Nah, the Earth isn't like regarded as a planet. It's regarded as a terrain, if that makes sense.
Just a land.
Yeah, basically. But the planets that, you know what I'm saying, that they pay attention to, they're kind of like, you know what I'm saying, stars, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, these are the stars in our solar system, you know. But, you know, we have other, you know what I'm saying, celestial objects as well. That's not it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, we have, even if looking off into, you know what I'm saying, space, you know what I'm saying, we have, you see all the other stars, you know what I'm saying, with the, you know what I'm saying, the other planets. But what I was getting off into is, you know, practicing, like I say, practicing breathing, practicing, you know what I'm saying, focusing on these different energy points in your body is like strengthening, you know what I'm saying, these parts of your body or whatever. And it's like granting clarity. So, you know what I'm saying, mental clarity, you know what I'm saying, physical clarity. You know what I'm saying? It just provides for an overall better, you know what I'm saying, way of living. You know what I'm saying? To put you in a better state of being. You know what I'm saying? When you got mental clarity, that'll grant, you know what I'm saying, anything is possible at that point. Everything else just follow.
That's so true.
Everything else just follow up, you know. But what I was getting off into, if y'all unfamiliar with Merkabas, you know what I'm saying, you might want to look off into that, because that's when you trying to develop your spaceship like Young DR. You know what I'm saying? Look out into Merkabas. Yeah, that's Merkaba. You know what I'm saying? This is what the ancients.
I feel like I just got a genius idea right out of nowhere.
We're going to talk about it. Hold on.
No, keep going. I just had to let you know so you can remind me.
Get off into, you know what I'm saying? Get off into your Merkabas and learn how to, you know what I'm saying? Learn how to activate your Merkaba, man. But what else? You know what I'm saying? Get off into sacred geometry. This is how people y'all want to talk about how this is man, the universe is composed of this, bro. So how is it not learning? How can you even think that learning this shit would not be beneficial? Like, since when is like learning like where you at and what you composed of, like where you come from?
That's what I say. It's like learning, like how people like
learning the ways of the world,
ancestry and stuff.
The ways of the universe. Yeah. Learning, you know what I'm saying? Like I was finna get off into sacred geometry. You know what I'm saying? Learning how, you know what I'm saying, shapes and all these type of things corresponds, and like overlaying patterns and like this type of shit. Learning like, you know what I'm saying, positive and negative polarities, you know what I'm saying, this type of shit. The 7 hermetic principles, you know what I'm saying. Look off into that when y'all get a chance, you know what I'm saying. The laws of correspondence, you know what I'm saying. The laws of, you know what I'm saying, man, all 7 of them hoes. But, you know, a vibration, you know, this is, like I say, when we talking about technology, this is what technology is based off of, you know what I'm saying, the polarities, positive and negative. You know what I'm saying? Vibration. You know what I'm saying? Magnetism. You know what I'm saying? Electromagnetic energy. This is what all this is, because we composed of energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When I say developing your spaceship, this is also, you know what I'm saying, putting up your, you know what I'm saying, learning how to put up your force field. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to block negative energy. You know what I'm saying?
That's all they talk about these days.
Learning how to block negative energy, put up your force field. You know what I'm saying? Strengthen your toroidal field, man.
Hold on, some people gotta realize some of them are the negative energy though. You gotta be self-aware.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'll think everybody else the negative one, when sometimes it's you.
I mean, but I feel like that's a matter of perspective though.
Okay, some people are negative.
Yeah.
I don't think you've been. So. I done been around some people who are negative.
Just straight negative. Yeah.
Like, and I didn't have to cut their ass off because they gotta realize, bro, or girl, dude or girl, like you the fucking problem, but you think everybody else is the damn problem.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
And I've seen people come around
and
to where
that's the epitome of being in a negative state of being.
Yeah. Like, no, it's you. It's you.
Yeah, straight
and
up.
So, but, like, for the most part, you have to be willing to cut off that negative energy, though. Like, because some people are aware a person is negative, but they just want to keep them around, whatever. But sometimes you got to cut a person out just so they has to learn sometimes.
Yeah, facts. Big facts.
Because if not, that shit, that wears off on you, man.
Yeah.
That bad energy, you literally can feel it.
Uh-huh.
You can feel when somebody come into a room and they on something negative. You know what I mean? Like, you remember when we do our kickbacks and all that shit, or like we go to do with events and stuff like that? Yeah. I could literally feel a person come in and I could be like, they on some bullshit, bro. Yeah. And it's like, it just fuck up my whole energy, bro. And I just like, let me just get out of here, bro. Because I can't be around that shit. Yeah. Because I don't want to let that wear off on me. Then I end up being a negative energy and...
So you gotta learn how to put up your force field, bro.
No, my force field is either getting you the fuck out or me just removing myself from the situation. Yeah. Cause negative energy don't give a fuck about no force field sometimes. Sometimes they'll just barrel
it through. Nigga, if your shit stronger than they shit, then nigga, that shit ain't gonna matter.
Talking about some negative energy, like
man, I don't care. No force against me shall prosper, nigga. I'm protected. Alright. Straight up. Hey, bro, okay. I'm telling you. When you get off into the spirituality, you gonna figure it out. I'm telling you, bro. You get to a certain point, you gonna be so strong. It's like that shit, bro. That shit not gonna phase you, bro. You know how I am, bro. Shit don't be phasing me, bro. I can be around whatever the fuck, nigga. I'm staying my ground. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about earlier, letting your nuts hang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm only willing to let my nuts hang so far though. Like, I'm willing to let my nuts hang. You know how niggas be like, nigga, I'm letting my nuts hang, nigga. Blah, 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 blah. All that shit. Like, I'm willing to let my nuts hang, but at the same,
it really ain't even about letting your nuts hang, really, though. You know what I'm saying? I was
That's some super masculine shit.
Yeah, it really ain't even about that. It's more so just knowing how to conduct yourself, bro, in whatever environment.
No, I agree with that. Yes. Yes, I agree with that completely.
Basically. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that.
And like we was talking about, when we get off into polarities, you know what I'm saying, positive and negative shifts, you got to know when to be that positive energy, and you got to know when to, you know what I'm saying, maybe be that negative force, you know what I'm saying, just to counteract.
You gotta, that's what I was saying.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's how negative is. It's like an opposing nature. You know what I'm saying? That's how negativity is, bro. That's why I say it's really based on perspective, what you perceive as positive and negative. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because really what we perceive as positive is just something that's aiding us, and what we perceive as negative is something that's retracting, something that's detracting, you know what I'm saying, or bringing you back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like, that's all a matter of perception, bro. But yeah, when we get out, man, it's like I just want people to, you know what I'm saying, just really develop themselves, bro. Cause like I feel like it's a missing piece, bro. Like, cause it's unbeknownst to people, which I feel like I don't know. I feel like a lot of people actually know about this shit, and they actually are into this shit, but they might not be aware that they into this shit. Like, a lot of people are just spiritually strong, but they don't actually have the logistics of, you know what I'm saying, what that is. But a lot of people don't need it. Nigga like me, you know what I'm saying, that shit helped me out a lot, because I ain't just always had this shit. Like I said, I came into this world like, you know, well, I don't know if I came here like this, but, you know what I'm saying, I don't know at what point this shit manifested, you know what I'm saying, to where it's like my body was like fucked up and shit, you know what I'm saying. It's like I kind of had to, you know what I'm saying, kind of rebuild, like, you know what I'm saying, rebuild and restructure, you know what I'm saying, shit, to where, you know, I was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, on the right track. But it's kind of, I guess that's who I'm targeting, you know what I'm saying. I guess it's the people who, you know what I'm saying, is I ain't gonna say required, but, you know what I'm saying, people who would appreciate it. Some people, I guess, would need it, you know what I'm saying. People who might not necessarily be all the way there, you know, who it might be able to benefit, you know.
I have the solution, bro.
What's up?
I already got the information. I already know what you got to do.
What's that?
I'll tell you.
You ain't gonna see it?
I don't know what I want to say. Ain't nobody gonna do it anyway. Bro.
We'll wait.
We was talking about, we'll wait.
Fuck it.
But I know what it'll take time to develop, but it's a great system you can put into place that really help people in the areas that they need it.
What's that? Oh, never mind. I ain't gonna ask.
Yeah, it's good, bro. I think I got it though.
We'll figure it. We'll see.
I'm telling you, I know I got it. It just take time though.
This is us, bro. We all have a Taurus field. The Earth has a Taurus field. like me and you right now, it's like there's an interaction between us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, based off our toroidal field and the energy that we giving off is interacting. Like here, prime example.
Mm-hmm. It's this lady. It's this place. When you talk about just like good energy and stuff.
Yeah.
And I know that's why she do it, and I guarantee you she's like deep off into stuff like this in some type of formal fashion.
Most likely.
When you walk, it's on Emancipation Park in Houston.
Yeah.
The one they just put up, or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and across the place it's called Crumville or something like that. It's right across from this like dope ass like organic grocery black owned store or whatever. It's called New Water, but it's called New Water right on the corner of Emancipation, and then right next to this place called Crumville, whatever.
Yeah.
When you go in there, it's a black lady. All of it's like black owned. It's a black lady. She got some fire ass cookies, bro. And then like, it's like vegan. They have vegan options and all that shit. It's so good, bro. You gonna love that shit. You gotta go one day. It's fire. When you go in, she introduced. She said, "Hey, how you doing? You knew all this stuff, whatever." And then I was like, "Yeah, this is my first time." She said, "Okay, so what we do here, we give hugs. She hug you every time you come in. She give you a hug, bro. Like every time, every single customer who comes in there, she gives them a hug, and like I think it's like
you feel it, don't you?
It's that energy, and she not doing it on nothing fake. It's just like a real life energy, and it's just like I'm like, damn, I feel welcome as fuck. Like, you know what I mean? It just felt good. Like I'm like, this lady don't know me at all, and she introduced herself so smooth, and she did it so sweet. She's like, so what we do? We give her, and she hugged you 2 hands, like this, hold you for a little bit, and then she talked to you real calm. And that makes a difference, like you said, just like that energy force field and stuff like that. Like
the interaction.
Sometimes you have to do that. It's kind of like sometimes I learn to do that when I walk in certain rooms where I don't know nobody like that. I'll just go around the room and introduce myself to everybody. Like one time we had like a studio session here, and I came in, it was a whole bunch of people in the damn studio who I didn't know, and they was like recording whatever. I didn't know nobody in here. But it's my studio, it's our studio anyway. So I just walked in. I was like, hey, usually I just like, hey, what's up? And I just sit down, whatever. But I was like, nah, like I want people to like feel that energy. Like you need to know, like we good. Right. So you know what I mean? Like it might be on some dude type of stuff, protective dude stuff. But I need you to know
whatever you feel like necessary. You don't conduct yourself differently depending on the energy that's being presented.
Exactly. Like I'm going. You got to set that. Cause I know my tone is like I want it to be something positive, something good. Yeah. So if you come in the room and you set that good positive energy, in a way you can counsel that. Like that's a way of letting your nuts hang, basically. Like we said, like letting your nuts hang. Like no, this how it's gonna go. Hey, how y'all doing, bro? You good? Hey, what's good? Hey, what's your name? Yeah. Woo. Okay, my name's Jordan, bro. Hey, nice to meet you. I appreciate y'all coming through, whatever. And then you just sit there and chop it up, and you can literally slowly feel the tension. Slowly going away. And so, but that's back to like that real life interaction though. Like you have to be used to that. Like you kind of have to force yourself into that. Like that didn't come just natural to me to just do that. Like I had to just kind of learn and kind of force myself to do it. It was awkward at first, but me like trying to be in the industry that I'm trying to be in and do the things I'm trying to do, I have to do that. And once you do it, it's so easy. It's fun as hell to do. It's really fun as hell because you basically doing a social experiment every damn time you go out. Because you literally, people are different. Everybody is different, so they all react different. And this shit fun as hell. But like you said, that's that force field, and you just like controlling that energy. Like, nah, let your nuts hang. This is how the energy gonna be. It's gonna be good energy around here. Ain't no negative shit. You're not even gonna want to be on that type of bullshit ass radius when I come in the building, cause this how it's gonna be conducted around here is good shit. And so that's what we all on though. That's what we on.
For sure.
Yeah. But
and that's important too because it's important, bro. Because like, man, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. What? I know people who watching this. No, I'm not even gonna put that off into the universe. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I know, man, when y'all out there in the esoteric realms, y'all dreaming and shit, this is why a lot of people be scared of, like, you know what I'm saying, spirituality, because they feel like it might be, like, attached to, like, certain demonic energies. I mean, these be people who be usually real religious people. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people don't even, like, believe in meditation. They don't even like meditation. They feel like that shit might be, like, demonic on certain levels.
They don't even realize when they praying, they meditate.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, out there, prayer is meditation, by the way. Like, if you don't know, but I never did meditation. Praying is literally meditation. Like
and,
you're connecting with a higher being, you're connecting with your higher self. You're literally connecting to yourself to a higher type of spirit.
And when you're doing this, and the thing is, like, okay, yeah, when you meditating, you might be like, even if like, okay, say you meditating and you like, you might astral project, you know what I'm saying? You might have an out of body experience or something like this. When you're doing these type of things, it's like, yeah, you are making yourself accessible because you leaving, at the end of the day, you leaving your vessel. So you might leave your shit, you know what I'm saying, open for, you know what I'm saying, or certain entities to come in, you know what I'm saying, invade your shit. Or even if you out there traveling, you astral traveling or whatever, you might come across other, you know what I'm saying, spirits or like other entities, you know what I'm saying, that might not have your best interest, but it's like it's about, you know what I'm saying, being spiritually strong, being protected, you know what I'm saying. If you're a spiritual person, if you know what I'm saying, if you have, you know what I'm saying, certain people that certain angels, you know what I'm saying, that you have, that you'll ask to, you know what I'm saying, protect you or protect your body if you leave. That's, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, even like you saying, even with prayer, bro, like people don't even know, like you making yourself just accessible when you praying. You gotta think people are at their most vulnerable points when they praying, bro. So it's like you like, okay, look, usually when people are praying, what are they you would agree that people are usually at their most vulnerable points when they're praying, right?
Vulnerable as in how? Physically or just mentally?
Both. I mean, for the most part, mentally, yeah, like spiritually.
I mean, yeah, because you can. I mean, technically, you can let a bad spirit you can let that bad spirit just come within your mind while you.
Because this is why I say that. Usually, when people praying, they probably asking for something, right?
Always.
And I feel like if you asking for something, I feel like whenever you asking for something, you in a vulnerable state because you need something, right?
Nah, not always. Nah, not always. A lot of times when people, it just depends on.
If you asking for something, you don't need something.
Sometimes you can just be praying for just thanks. Like a lot of times when I be praying,
okay, if you giving thanks, that's different.
I'm praying to just say thank you. A lot of times, but I do sometimes. I pray for peace, so I'm asking for, or like me right now. I'm feeling good. I'm happy. Everything's going pretty good in my life. Yeah. I'll go pray, and I'll be praying like, hey, can we allow this to just keep going? Allow me to get better as a person. Yeah. I'm not always just asking for something, or maybe I'm thinking more so how.
That's what I do for the most part. Like if I'm praying, and like I don't even ask for nothing.
That's what I'm gonna say. I don't like to
I'm just giving thanks at the end of the day.
I do ask sometimes at this point, but I don't like to use like
I'm not asking
higher beings or gods like the God.
Well, I'm like
I don't like to pray and be like
strength, like certain shit.
Yeah, I don't like to pray and just be like. Just only pray just to ask for shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of like selfish.
But you get what I'm saying though.
No,
like,
I definitely
people do that, right?
Yeah.
Like when you're doing that, you are in a vulnerable state. Like people down on their knees, they vulnerable, bro. They asking like they might be going through a hard time, and it's like you basically you giving yourself up, man. Basically like giving yourself like to whatever entity it is that you're praying to for this like entity, I guess, to bless you or whatever, and like give you whatever it is.
It's like it's meditation.
It's the same shit. Basically, what I'm saying is like you putting yourself in a vulnerable state because, like I say, when you making yourself vulnerable like that, it's like okay, anything can just like come into your like you know what I'm saying feel, come into your field and like man put whatever into your head or whatever.
But that's how I feel about. Like how we talking about like trying to find control.
But it's like it's about, you know what I'm saying, like I say, it's about being protected. It's about being, you know what I'm saying, spiritually strong. It's about putting your force field up. You know what I'm saying? It's like I say, if you talking about getting off in the astral projection, it's like if you out there roaming around in the spiritual realm, it's like, you know what I'm saying, yeah, you might come across that shit, but it's like it's learning how to navigate. It's just like you were saying with coming into a room, learning how to, you know what I'm saying, conduct yourself in an environment. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
What Jay-Z said?
Just like when we down here.
Show how to move in a room full of vultures.
Right. Facts. Straight up. So that's all I wanted to get. That's all I wanted to get across. It's like, bro, people so scary, bro. It's like, man.
It's because they don't know. That's the only reason why they're scared. Most people who are scared because they don't know. They don't know.
I guess
they've been living their whole life being told about something else. So when you bring new information to them, they shut this shit down.
Yeah.
It's just like when, like you ever seen those tribes out there who they don't know anything about modern technology. Yeah. It's like certain tribes in the Amazon or something like that or wherever, and they don't know about anything about modern technology and stuff like that. And people try to come to them to get them like, hey, these are new advances that will help y'all. This is medicine that y'all should use. They be like, no, get the fuck away. We gonna kill you. They can't. They can't You know what I mean? They've been growing up since they were kids, knowing about this way. So when you bring something new to them, they can't understand that shit.
And I guess I'm saying that. I guess I'm saying that really more so to protect my case. I ain't even gonna call it my case because it's not my case. You know what I'm saying? I'm just explaining this shit. I'm trying to break this shit down. I'm not even trying to make those people, you know what I'm saying,
what you believe in is
because
just as extreme as what these other people be believing in. Because they believe in a lot of extreme shit.
Basically.
A lot of extreme shit that I question all the time.
Because I'm not even trying to make, you know what I'm saying, nobody believe nothing. Because I want you to follow your own path at the end. Right, exactly. I want you to follow your own path at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want, man, I don't want that misinformation to be, you know what I'm saying, be just put out there based off of fear. You know what I'm saying? Based off of your fears. You projecting your fears, you know what I'm saying, and your weaknesses.
A lot of people do that.
On the other people. Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people, like we was talking about, like parents and stuff, like a lot of people, that's why people ask you, what you doing, whatever, because they down there, they projecting their fears off on you.
Yeah.
They projecting their fears on you as far as it's like, they don't, because they know how they probably were and what they wasn't doing, so they thinking, oh, that you going to be just like that. No. That's your fears because of how your life was.
Yeah, man. That'll usually be what people like. They'll use those examples a lot of the time. Like people, because a lot of time, like I say, when you do this type of shit, a lot of people do end up probably getting like they'll bring certain demons and shit back with them or something. Or they might end up getting possessed or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's them.
Like if they what? Oh, you talking about when they get
like say like you astral projecting or something, or you know what I'm saying, or you in a deep meditation or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, or maybe even lucid dreaming, you know what I'm saying? You might, you know what I'm saying, come across certain shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, that's fear-based, bro. You gotta think, like I say, as above, so below. We down here experiencing the same shit. We ain't down here doing nothing that, you know what I'm saying, didn't already pre-exist, you know what I'm saying, before us and on the outside realms that we came from. Yeah. We come across negative entities and beings when we out in the world every day.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's basic every day. You can't, like...
It's like
that's why I said you can only protect yourself.
That's just like not going outside. That's like not leaving the house.
You can only protect yourself so much. Because guess what? You can just stay in your house, somebody bust in your house and rob you.
Exactly.
So, I mean, yeah.
So, yeah, bro.
I don't know how to explain it.
I just be wanting to kill that fear-based shit, bro, because I don't move off of fear, bro.
Nah, it's not good to move off fear.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's definitely not good to move off fear. And that's one of my problems. I don't move off of fear, though. Yeah.
It's like... it's about being spiritually strong, bro.
Yeah,
you just gotta be spiritually strong, bro. And it, like I say, it ain't gonna be for everybody. It's not. Being realistically speaking.
But if we talking about like just even as far as just like the main religions or whatever, like sort of like Christianity and Islam, Muslims or whatever.
Yeah.
That's basically what they speak about though, like being spiritually strong. Yeah. You're supposed to be spiritually strong.
Yeah.
So you can basically block out the negative energy and all this shit and combat that.
Exactly.
That's basically what they preaching, but other people interpret it different ways, and it kind of comes off as they just moving. That's so true, and a lot of older people are like that who are involved in like, I don't want to talk about like churches like that to like bang them down like that, but they move off of fear a lot. You know what I mean? Like the reason it seemed like the only reason why they even in church is because they're fearful of life. So they think that them going to church is going to protect them, whatever. But it's like, nah, you can't move out fear because you know some shit still going to happen. You know what I mean? And yeah, you can't let that shit. You'll never go nowhere in life. You'll never go nowhere in life if you living off that fear. You never live off fear, bro. Never.
Right, man.
People afraid to be successful. You can't be like that.
I think that's a good note to leave on, bro.
Yeah, it is.
That we just gonna leave
went
it
off on the deep end. That was one of the titles too. The deep end. I like that too.
Yeah. We'll pick up on this shit
next week. That's the title of this podcast. Deep end.
The deep end.
Deep end.
It went there. We'll pick up on this shit next. We'll pick back up on this shit next week, though, man. Straight up.
For real.